is it.
This is it. Welcome back, guys, to the next session of Reditus. We're on episode 17. A little recap from last week. The Atlads had found the lab of Lord Venmoria in the bottom of the mansion. They investigated the space thoroughly. Atlas and Darius had uncovered an area that seemed to be for the dissection and experimentation. They also found the connecting security door that connected into the main intersection within the mine, where Venmoria would dump his test subjects for Minikin to use. Felix and Jak, working together, were able to find a secret drawer and a lock within the desk to the south end of the room. In the drawer was an illusion orb that showed a sickly-looking elven baby wrapped in blankets and placed in some sort of strange tree. A note was attached. We will watch over Paradon until you are ready for him again. After Felix entered the name Paradon into the lock, a bookcase shifted to the side to reveal a secret room. Within the room, the group discovered some chests with equipment and some information, including what appeared to be Venmoria's research on bloodweaving. Jak started to dig through these notes to try and find if this power could be used for himself. Darius found some wine, and Dorhon began acting very strangely after having some. The group also found what Felix figured out to be a teleportation circle, but Darius defaced one of the runes to ensure that it could not be used. The group made their way upstairs to find some more servants, but they did not survive the process of the snake entity's infestation. At the top of some spiral stairs, the group found some decorative doors that seemed to be locked with a very advanced locking mechanism that nobody in the group seemed to be able to pick. Moving back down to the second floor, the Atlads were able to lockpick the main door at the top of the stairs from the hallway, seemingly to uncover Lord Venmoria's bedroom. Let's see what happens next.
Yes, that protects your flesh. This protects your insides. You wear doubly armor because you're weak.
The wall, and then these weird zombies came out of the wall, and I threw grease on the ground, and then we killed them all, and then we went through the whole wall.
A way to help Atlas. You shouldn't be so hard on those that are willing to fight.
I do talk in kind of riddles sometimes, and I don't always tell the whole truth.
Where are you now? Where are you? Because I think that's something you should figure out before you get down there, don't you? All right, so as we pick up Atlas, you were still upstairs kind of inspecting the door while everybody else was downstairs. We left Jak and Darius kind of peering into the room just as Felix had run into the ballroom, running over towards the piano. Felix, what are you up to?
Pretty sure I was just I was searching the room.
Oh, okay.
I recall. Yeah.
Just remember at the end you were going over to the piano and then we ended it and you're like, oh, I guess I won't do that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think there was something silly I was gonna do with the piano, but that was so long ago I honestly can't even remember what I was gonna do now.
It's all good.
It wouldn't play now anyway because I'm pretty sure it was like something silly based on what was happening that night. So
okay. All right. Yeah. So you're in the room there. You see Dorhon kind of peeked in. There's that kind of corpse that was left from the unsuccessful attempt from the snake entity. So, but nothing else of note within there. General bookshelves and general knickknacks. Jak and Darius, what are you guys doing?
We opened the door, right?
Yes, the door is currently open. You lockpicked the door. It swung open and just kind of a quick peek inside. You've not yet entered.
Can I check for traps?
You can. Roll investigation.
Yeah, let me pull that up. Uh-oh. 9.
9. Okay, you run your fingers along the edge, looking on the door frame, kind of peering in, putting your head down to the floor, kind of looking for any, depressing. Everything looks immaculate.
Why are you checking out his room? Just like the basement, his chests were unlocked. I bet this is fine. And Jak's gonna squeeze past.
Okay. Pushes Darius out of the way, walks on in. As you enter the room, you see an exquisite bedroom. The 4-poster bed to the right, Beautiful wooden decoration engravings down it. You see windows currently shuttered from the outside. You see a statue straight ahead of you as you enter. Some sort of dresser type structures, a mirror. You see a desk. Well, things you would expect to see in a bedroom, but a bit of a higher elevated level.
Jack's gonna walk up to the wardrobe dresser looking thing.
Okay. So roll investigation. There's also a door on the west wall as well. Darius, you see that when you come in. Statue straight ahead, kind of a dresser straight ahead with a desk on the northwest corner and a door exiting on the west.
22.
Okay. So you go through the dresser. It's exactly what you expect to see. Undershirts, various small items of clothing, and a mirror. Nothing special.
Is this a study over here, like a desk?
That's a desk with some stuff on it, yeah.
I want to check the desk, looking specifically for the key.
Okay. Roll an investigation, please.
Better. 21.
Okay. So on the corner of the desk, on the top corner by the wall, you see this almost looks like a small little statue with kind of arms held out, kind of positioned like that. And there's actually two keys, one key being held off each arm. As you look further across the desk, you see a book there, which quickly just looking through looks like a journal. And as you look even further through, you pull out some drawers. Doesn't seem to be, there's paper in there. There's some ink, some quill, but you also find a wax stamp, the Venmoria wax stamp.
I want to take all of it.
Okay, mark all of it down. Yeah.
When I say all of it, though, I really just mean like the book, the keys, and the stamp.
That's what I assumed, unless you want to take the small statue that the keys are on.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Is it metal?
Bundle it all in. Easy enough to do. Jack, what was you already investigated that. Atlas, we'll pop up to you. So you're at the exquisite door upstairs. What would you like to do?
What do I, it's like darkness that I can see currently.
Yeah, you were just at the,
Remind me what this door looks like again.
So it's a metal door. It's just got sort of decorative engravings on it and a regular handle with a keyhole.
Okay. And we did try it and it's locked?
Yes. Yes. It tried to lockpick, and numerous people tried to lockpick it, but they were unable to.
And the engravings on the outside of the door, does it look like do I recognize any of them from anything I've seen before?
No, it looks it looks more decorative. You don't recognize anything that would be writing or symbols or anything like that.
Okay. I would like to disengage my sentry.
Okay. How long does that take?
Let me see.
The one from your butt, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Sorry, your hatch. Sorry, your
That's
hatch.
my rear hatch.
That's what I meant. I'm sorry.
I think it's takes a bit of time, if I'm not mistaken.
Since the sentry. Casting time 10 minutes.
Is there like some kind of thing he can insert up there that'll make it take less time, or
Some sort of accelerant?
yeah, like robot suppository?
Maybe he could ingest some things to flush the sentry out quicker. I'm not too sure. You'd have to go look.
Maybe the two front gems on either side of my chest, can I rub them and see if it loosens it up at all?
Certainly. Roll a rubbing check.
I'd like to do that clockwise, please. Yeah, I'll cast it. I'll be up here doing my thing.
All right. Okay. All right. So back down. So, Felix, what would you like to do while the other two are poking around in the room?
I don't know if there was anything else for us to do in this room. I think we kind of exhausted it last time, other than
Yeah.
whatever I was going to do with the piano. So I think I'm gonna head out, and I don't know if I remember even where they are because I can't see them. But I guess I'll head across this way towards the first room where I see Reen over there. So I'll make my
Okay.
way over there.
Okay.
However long that takes. Yeah.
As you start to move over, you can see the north door. You can see Jak rummaging around in the dresser up there. Or if you want to continue to Reen. up to you.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll go see what Jak's doing.
All right. Reen has actually moved in and is following Darius.
I heard a cat meow.
Meow. I know, it's in the walls. You have to find it as part of the game.
Coming out of the walls.
So, Darius, after finishing going through the desk, anything else you wish to do there?
I'm gonna check out the bathroom.
Okay. You walk into the bathroom. You see what you expect to see in a bathroom. An exquisite tub in the middle. Windows, again, kind of boarded up from the outside. A wash hand basin. You don't see anything out of the ordinary.
What's this?
There's a door leading to the south.
Interesting.
Jak, what would you like to be doing after finishing up with the dresser?
Jak wants to go look at this statue right next to him.
Okay.
See what if he can figure out what it is.
Okay, roll a history.
Yeah, am I good at history? No, Radagon's good at history. Doesn't matter. I rolled an 18 on the die. 18.
What do you mean doesn't matter? You don't know what you got to roll.
I mean, come on now.
DC 19. Sorry.
Yeah, DC
Oh,
18.5, loser. So yeah, you do recognize this. This is the god Vita, which is known to represent life and healing. However, you do see that the eyes on the statue have just been scratched out. There's other scratchings across it, down its arm and its legs. It looks generally defaced.
Alrighty, interesting enough. Moving on. Jak's gonna turn around and see Felix walk in. Oh, there you are. Well, I think this is Lord Venmoria's room. This is pretty fancy.
Find anything interesting?
A defaced statue, a dresser with his delicates in them, and Darius went to the bathroom, so who knows?
Oh. All right. Where's Atlas?
I don't know, didn't he come downstairs with us?
I'm not sure. It feels like forever ago that we went down those stairs.
It does.
Like weeks.
There is another set of stairs on the other side. Did we go up those stairs? I forget. Because it's been so long.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you did go up and try the other door on the other side.
Okay.
That was locked.
Something about this mansion's messing with my memory.
So while they're discussing, I'm actually going to go to the door and be like, guys, I need a little bit for privacy, and I'm going to close the door.
Okay.
Is there a toilet in here?
There is, yeah, on the top right corner.
Okay. I am going to take my pants down, and I'm going to sit on the toilet, and then I'm going to start to read through the journal.
Okay, fair enough. So you guys hear the click as he locks the door behind him, shuffling off. Silence from the side of the door. So as you start to flick...
Yikes.
Good heavens. That alligator we had earlier wasn't sitting well.
So as you walk
It
in,
has
Felix,
been 3 weeks since anyone's gone to the bathroom.
the magic of D&D. Felix, as you walked into that bedroom, if you could roll a general perception check for me.
17.
Okay. So as you're walking over to Jak, you're because you're so low to the ground, you get a bit of a different view than your taller counterparts. And you can see over towards the bed, you actually do see something underneath the bed, just on the edge of it.
Okay, yeah. I guess I'll walk over there and see if I can get a closer look at what that is. So walk up to the bed and I'll like kind of squat down and see what I see.
Okay. So you get down all crab-like, and as you look under, you see a small wooden chest with a kind of a really golden. It looks like there would be. It's almost like a keyhole, but it's almost like H-shaped, and looks quite exquisite.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna grab on and try and pull it out from under the bed.
Yeah, easy enough to do. It just slides right out. It doesn't look like it's been touched in a while. As you pull it out, you can kind of see like the dusty square around where it was sitting.
Yeah. Hey, Jak, I found this really heavy chest underneath the bed. It looks really fancy.
Well, knowing you'll know how to open it. Do you need help getting it?
It's got kind of a weird keyhole. I'm sure it's locked, and I'll try and lift the lid.
Okay. Yeah, you can't budge it at all. It is definitely locked. You ascertained correctly.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have a look at the lock. You said it's like an H shape. With that design, does it look like something I could lockpick, or it's maybe too complex? I don't know.
It just looks like a very elegant lock in design. It doesn't look like it's any more sort of elaborate per se than any other lock. Just more decorative.
Are you saying 8 or egg shaped?
8, like the number 8.
Okay. Copy. Sorry.
Okay.
Like an egg that's shaped like the number 8.
Okay.
Two eggs on top of each other.
2 eggs.
2 eggs put together.
Like identical twin eggs. Okay, here we go. Well, I guess I could give it a shot. And I'm gonna pull out my tools, and I got suit off at this point. I think I've had the suit off, so yeah, I'll take out my tools and yeah, I'm gonna try and lockpick this thing.
Okay, go ahead. Roll lock picking.
Use your egg-shaped pick.
16.
16. Okay. You feel the first tumbler where you expect it to be, and click. The second one gives you a little bit of problem, but as you give it that little bit extra, you feel the tension on the lockpick, and click. You get it, and it's fully unlocked.
Oh yes! Jak, I got it. I flip the lid open.
Okay.
Was it the same password as last time?
What? It was a lock.
Oh, well, this place is weird.
Okay, so I'm like Kid Link opening the chest, like what's inside this chest? Yeah.
You dive immediately in.
A fireball.
So as you open it up, you can see the light reflecting in right away, and you see this beautiful sword sitting on top of some what looks like some sort of chainmail, and you also see a pile of it looks like ripped pages ripped out of a book.
Oh, nothing I can use. And I just shut. I'm just kidding. I'll
Bunch of old junk in here.
yeah.
Oh, rusty sword.
Just
Oh,
laundry.
one fireball.
That's right. It didn't turn me to ice. Boring. All right. So I'm gonna so I'm gonna again the whole Kid Link analogy, hop in and my whole torso's in there and grab the papers and pull myself out and have a look at what these papers are.
Okay. So as you start to leaf through it, you can't make much sense of it because they seem to be not sequential. But as you're flicking through, you see more references to that name, Paradon, that you've seen downstairs when you've seen that illusion. Some references to islands. You'd have to spend a lot more time to kind of go through in detail, but it looks like it's possibly ripped out of some sort of documentation that seems to mention the name from before.
Okay. I'll have a look again at the equipment in there. Does it seem to have any magical qualities at all, or?
They do seem a lot more than your regular. It's not just a regular short sword. You can see the design on it. Looks kind of elven in nature, as well as the chainmail. You're really familiar with how things are made and the history of things, and this is quite clearly some sort of elven design.
Jack, there's some interesting papers in here, but there's some equipment too. There's a sword. And I'm not anything that I would use, but I don't know if you want to have a look or.
It wouldn't hurt to look at it, I guess. My gear's got me this far, so I don't know if I'll feel like switching to anything unless it's leaps and bounds above what I use. So yeah, Jack will go over and check the armor out. Does it
Well, maybe
look
like Reen could hold the sword in her mouth and swing it around. That would be pretty cool. I saw a wolf do that once.
Yeah, I got almost killed by a wolf that did that in a library, in a school.
Wow, that's very specific.
Extremely. And it was rough. But I got him on my next attempt.
I don't believe Jack was in a library. Inside check.
Well, Luke was playing Elden Ring and almost got killed by that stupid wolf on the first fight. Looking at the armor, would it be anything better than what I'm wearing?
You would have to spend an hour or so going over it and figuring out, see if it had what exactly, it had any special magical capabilities.
Well, I'm gonna perk my ear up. Does it sound like Darius is still pushing one out over there?
You can actually hear him like kicking the wall.
Yeah, all right. So, yeah, I get the impression he's going to be in there for a while still. So I guess I'll cast Identify as a ritual
Okay, sounds good.
on the
Shield
sword.
and
Actually, on the
armor.
sword first. I want to know what the sword.
Sword. Okay, you got it. So you sit down with the sword, start tinkering. So Darius, you've had about 5 minutes now to kind of start leafing through, and this is definitely kind of the personal journal of Lord Venmoria. As you kind of read through, you can see the documentation of it follows the start of the mine and the moving into the finding of the Sanguine, and he's moving up in power due to this find and being established as a patrician of Centaurium in A.T.L.A.S, in this area of the mainland. What you notice is, as you're reading through this, you notice there's multiple pages have been ripped out. And as you get further into it, you see the documentation about like his hunger for power growing, and then the loss of Sanguine and it running dry, and then him leaning into the blood weaving, and talks about revenge and being cut off and left out. And it turns into a lot of mad scribbling about 2/3 of the way through. But going through, that's what you can kind of piece together from the almost 10 minutes now.
Okay. I will get up, flush the toilet, pull my pants back up, and I will put the book back in my bag, and I will exit the bathroom. I'm going to come out and be like, woo! Do not go in there!
Oh my god.
Did not even try to open a window.
Darius
At
used
least
to
I
being
closed
in
the door
places
behind
with full plumbing.
What'd you say?
Is Darius used to being in places that have like full plumbing,
Oh.
working running water? That's really incredible. I don't.
So as he pull the flesh, this little chute at the back just opens up, and it just flies down the chute down the side of the mansion. He's seen this thing many's a time in the high rolling areas that he's been throughout.
I'm a celebrity, remember?
So it's been about 10 minutes now. So Atlas, you feel a little bit of a tingle. Your back hatch opens, and
Ooh.
Filbert, in his new getup, is ready for wherever you want to send him.
Hello, Filbert. You look great, by the way. Still can't talk, can you? Maybe it's a good thing. I wouldn't want to hear what you hear in there. Or see. Anywho, I need your help, if you don't mind, of course, if you have nothing else to do. Or are too busy. Okay, perfect. So, this door, I'm gonna see what's on the other side, and you can do the little, like, and you kind of appear in places, right? Nice. That's really awesome of you, Filbert. I'm so glad we met you. Sorry for killing your family. That kind of didn't work out too well, but... I mean, let's not dwell on that. Okay. So, I'm gonna,
I'm gonna take a peek through the eye hole or the keyhole, see if I can see anything of just like trying to get an idea of any look of inside the room.
Okay.
Where I want to plop them.
Yeah, roll a perception at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. First one's 18. 10 plus some stuff. 10 plus some stuff. 13.
Okay. So from the angle of the keyhole, you can see that the room is fully lit.
Great.
So you need to worry about dark vision. But you can see it fully lit. You can see some extremely beautiful sort of white marble flooring. And as you pivot kind of to the right, you can see what looks like maybe either a statue or some armor standing up on the left. And as you pivot yourself to the left and look over to the right, you can't really see anything other than floor. Your vision can't really go far enough to see anything beyond that.
Okay. If I look directly center eye hole, can I see the opposite wall?
It's kind of blurry because you're trying to like squeeze in this tiny little hole, but you can
Yeah.
see the ending. Yes.
Okay. All right. So I want to. So I'm gonna motion to Filbert with my systems. I'm gonna let him know that I want him to appear along the far wall, looking towards the door from this side.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So
Alright,
Filbert-
Filbert, you have your instructions. Do your thing, little man. Or woman. Or... Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you.
you see him kind of like just hunched down, and he shudders and poof,
Oh my
disappears.
god, I killed him!
Do I see anything?
Yeah, I just have to
Okay.
give you control. You can see. Yeah, you should actually be able to see, right?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, perfect.
It's like having floating eyes, as far as I'm concerned.
No, I mean like I activated the token.
Oh, I can't see shit. No. I'm just in a hallway.
Let's see.
Just in a
Oh, I know
hallway.
what it is. I know what it is. Wait, why can't you see? You have access to that guy. All right, for all intents and purposes, the Filbert settles there, and you kind of like shut off your own vision for a second and switch to Filbert's. Where he's standing tight against the wall, and looking out, he sees some sort of looks like a concrete well structure just to his right. But in it doesn't look like water. There's a red viscous type substance kind of slowly circling around.
Okay.
You can see the armor now that you've seen through the keyhole. There seems to be 3 sets of armor down the right-hand side. This room looks very large. There's 2 rows of armor kind of lining the center of the room, leading down towards the 2 doors that you knew were there. Let me show you.
Let me see.
Can you see that now?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So I see where Filbert is.
So you get you can view everything within that room. The biggest thing you notice immediately as Filbert kind of like scans to the left is this massive metal humanoid shaped entity holding a giant greatsword, unmoving at this time.
Okay. Does it look so it's like statuesque, like unmoving in this statuesque type?
Yeah, there's no roll a perception for Filbert.
Okay. So I'm just using mine. Oh wait, Filbert has a.
He does. Yeah, he doesn't have any add to perception though. Only stealth.
So then just 13.
Okay. So yeah, as Filbert kind of scans to the left, this thing doesn't seem to be moving. You know, the chest, there doesn't look to be any breath or anything. It just seems to be completely stationary.
Okay.
And it's standing to the right of a black marble throne.
Okay. And nothing sitting on the throne, like it's standing next to the throne?
Yeah, standing next to the throne. You don't see anything on the throne.
Okay. Is there any energy or like runes or anything glowing on this statue?
No, the metal entity is just standing there. There's no glowing. There's no lights. It's just, yeah.
Okay, but I definitely could ascertain that it's not a statue, right? Like it's not in a...
Yeah, it's very different. This statue you can see is quite clearly made of like layered metals.
Yeah.
Structured in a way that it wouldn't make sense for it to be a statue.
Right. Okay. And then the actual statues or the sets of armor. Is there any sort of markings or anything on those that will stand out?
From that distance, you can't really see markings, but they do look comparable to the exact same types of decorative armor that you've seen like in the entranceway in the hallway downstairs, and in the ship that you came over on from the island.
Okay. All right. So, and I'm standing next to one of these pool viscous well things, right?
Correct.
Well, Filbert is.
Yep.
And is the viscous substance moving, bubbling?
It is slowly rotating. It has a movement to it, yes.
Okay. But nothing about the actual structure is moving it. It's just the liquid itself that is doing its moving.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Okay. Anything else that I could see from this vantage point that kind of strikes out? That's something I should make note of, like over maybe by this like desk over there, or
No, you can see it looks like a marble kind of altar almost.
Mm-hmm.
You see some bookcases down the right hand side. The far left corner, you see the southeast corner, you see kind of a small red glow.
Okay.
And as Filbert's trying to focus and look over there, he now looks up and you can see that almost 2/3 of the ceiling is made of what looks like crystal.
Okay.
Yeah, you can compare it, and it looks very similar to what you needed to get into Mansion.
Sanguine.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I think I have this for 10 minutes, so I can click into that whenever I need to.
Okay.
I just want to switch over to hearing though. So essentially I can only do one or the other at the same time.
Okay.
Or one or the other. So I'd like to know if I hear anything.
Sure. Roll a separate perception for that.
Sure. 14. And I think my perception, I'm gonna have to look it up. I think it should be my
Is yours?
perception.
Yeah, because we
it's-
just did it for flavor for Filbert.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fair.
So if we're doing that, then it would be 18 for a perception check.
Okay. So Filbert kind of like closes his one eye, and he kind of puts out his arms, and you don't see it, but he kind of shakes and vibrates to try and absorb any of the sounds and vibrations and frequencies that are nearby. You can hear just a small kind of whooshing sound, very, very light, coming from the pool beside him. But what kind of overrides that is a straight constant humming noise, just this very light, but with the concentration that he's putting into it, he can sense this just going consistently.
Okay. And no directional for that humming?
No, it feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Okay. I'm gonna switch to visual one more time, and I just want to try to really get a look at the crystals above. Like, do they look charged with anything, or any sort of power going on with them, magical, any of that kind of fun stuff?
So glancing up at it, it looks like not multiple crystals. It looks like one giant crystal.
Okay, so it's not. It's like, okay. Okay, and we're in a mansion.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to just let Filbert know to stay hidden, stay safe, and I'm gonna head back down the stairs.
Alrighty. So about 10 minutes has gone by. Felix working away, tinkering, analyzing. This sword is a beautiful piece of work. As you noticed before, it was of elven craftsmanship, and I will send it to you now.
Yeah, I mean, not quite as good as gnomish craftsmanship. All right.
Yeah, take what you can get.
What'd you find, Felix?
It's a sword. Elven in design, kind of interesting. It's got some magical enchantment. It's actually pretty nice. I mean, it's not something that I'm gonna make use of, but I mean, it's pretty light too. Here, take a look. Get it over. Yeah. So when you take it, you'll notice right away that it's a pretty light weapon. Almost has like the weight of dagger.
Yeah, I sent it over to him.
Yeah, I'm just reading through it.
Yep.
Sorry, I mean I'm feeling it out. This is a pretty decent sword. It is very light.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you would want to make use of it, but anyway, we found it. It's pretty nice design.
Sure. I mean, I can hold on to it for sure.
I found some armor too, but I don't know what it does yet.
I don't know if it's going to be better than the armor you have now.
Well, not for me.
Well, actually, I don't even hit my chest. I just let it picture Mystique and X-Men. I'll just let like a wave go over the armor, so it like just shifts and then shifts back into what it is. I'm like, I just got this, so I don't need an additional piece of armor.
If it's on par with what I'm wearing or better, I'd consider it.
What kind of armor is it?
Have to have a look at it. It's chain armor, I think.
I think the only one that would benefit from that is either you or Atlas. Jak, don't you wear leather too?
No, I wear chain as well.
Oh, you're pretty nimble for
That's some
someone who wears chain.
nice looking armor. Dorhon comes into the room.
Oh yeah, Dorhon too.
Yeah, Dorhon. I'm just gonna find out what it does.
Looks a little small for me, but it looks very nice.
And of course, Darius, being the greedy person he is, he goes and looks, I would say, over Felix's shoulder, but he could literally just like look over him into the chest that he's looking at.
Yeah, as soon as you appear in the chest, you see you didn't take the pages out, right? You just took out the sword and the.
Yeah, I took the pages out. I could probably set them on the floor beside the chest because I was working on the other stuff. So
Okay. Yeah, so you look in, you can see what he's working on the chest. You see sword he's already pulled out to see the elven male in there, and then a pile of ripped pages to the side.
Well, I have the sword, so
Yes, that is fair.
Well, you also see it because you're holding it within your field
yeah.
view.
Well, I did sheath it, but yeah, that's fine. I know what he meant.
You have a really wide field of vision. You could still see
and,
the hilt of
okay. So
He turned it up to 140 FOV.
I can see the pages.
Yes, you can see them. You would have set them to the side, kind of just stacked up there.
Felix, I found this and I pull out the journal in the desk over there. Maybe those pages go in here. And I hand him the journal.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what this chainmail does. Maybe you could have a look and see where they fit. I mean, I think you were in there a long time. I'm sure you probably know where all the missing spots are.
I was going to the washroom. I don't know what you're talking about. And I will pick up the pages and go and sit at the desk.
Alrighty. I'm assuming you're casting as a ritual, Felix.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. While this is going on, Jack, what are you up to?
Jack moseyed over because he was gonna hold the sword, but then someone had handed it off to Darius, so that he's just staring at the armor now.
If you want the sword, you can have it.
No, Jack was curious about it, but then he handed it off to him, and Jack's too passive to be like, "Let me see it."
Fair enough.
Jack's passive. What happened?
He's gonna be passive in this situation. He doesn't want to just be like, "Give me all this," because he's content with his gear.
He doesn't want to be like Darius, basically.
That's why he picked up a bag of holding and threw it on the ground.
Okay, so yeah, Darius, you go over to the desk. Felix is working away identifying this chainmail, so you're over at the desk now.
Yeah, so I want to basically line the pages up to the torn sections in the journal. Assuming that's where they're from, anyways.
Okay, so roll an investigation. Roll a intelligence check. Just add your modifier. Roll d20.
What is my intelligence? 18.
18. Okay, cool. So it takes you about 7 or 8 minutes kind of going through, and instead of trying to match up words, you kind of focus more on the patterns of the rips. So as you flick through and look at the edge, you kind of match those up and start to piece in one at a time these torn pages. And the majority of the torn pages are from the kind of the first third of the book. You kind of find that there's not really any occurring after that. As you piece them together, waiting for kind of Felix to finish up, you start reading through. And now, in addition to what you kind of learned from that, you see threaded throughout this, Venmoria mentioned a child, his child. Mentions an illness, some sort of flesh-eating disease that he was trying to find a cure for. It mentions possible information and cures from all across all of the mainland held in Sumptorium, but he was not given access to. And so he sent, looks like he sent this child away to one of the islands for protection. Some from what you can kind of figure out, some sort of elven clan have some sort of means of almost keeping this child in a safe, almost stasis state until a cure could be found.
Oh my god, everything is coming together, guys. And I like jump, Darius jumps up from the desk in like excitement and also like almost like empathic grief. Like he almost understands now why everything was happening. Guys, I think I figured it out.
What have you got? Dorhon comes up.
Venmoria had I'm not really sure. It's not super clear in the journal, but he has a child that's sick and they were dying. I think he did all of this for them.
It sounds a little bit too evil to be doing anything good like that. He's tortured
What
people.
would you do for your child if they were dying?
Are you sure it's his journal?
I mean,
Like, did he sign it? I mean, dude
Well,
kidnapped a bunch of people.
it's in his room, and it writes about a lot of the stuff that he's been doing.
I guess we'll have to ask him before we kill him. Maybe it'll make us feel a little less bad.
1 HP. Is this your journal?
Sorry, by this time, Atlas, you would have made it into the room with everybody else.
Okay, thank you.
I guess we just have to. I mean, we have to confront him. That was why we came here in the first place, right?
Well, I'm definitely not saying we shouldn't. I mean, he's still a dick. Regardless of his reasoning, he's gone too far. But I mean, I at least, I don't know. At least I know he didn't start out this way.
Who are we talking about?
Venmoria?
Oh,
I just don't think we can put all of our eggs in one basket, saying that that is definitely him and this is the sole case. We need to figure that out.
what did I miss?
Where did we
Yeah,
get?
eggs?
Where did we get the eggs?
Yeah. Where's
What? Eggs? What? I mean, we have an egg.
I thought you said
Well, we need
eggs
egg
in one
get in
basket.
the test.
What?
No, I'm meaning just assuming that this is Lord Venmoria's journal. We can't just because you found something and you read it for 3 seconds doesn't mean you could ascertain that it was his. We would still have to, figure that out. Like, ask him, talk to him, because if we go in there and we start spilling what's in the journal and he's like, that wasn't me, and then he kills us, that's not good for us.
Okay, so just I mean, I hear you. But what do you think he's gonna do when we go in there anyways?
I mean, do you want to ask him about all this? Because at the end of the day, he's
I'm just saying I understand that. Like, we still have to stop him. I did already say that.
Maybe we tie him up, and then we ask him questions. And then if he doesn't answer, we punch him really hard until he does.
I mean, we don't even know if he's here.
True. Well,
what's his face said that he was either in his room or in the throne room, and he's not in his room. I'm assuming, with the deduction, he's in the throne room.
Who builds
Yeah.
a throne room in their house?
Also, why would it be on the 3rd floor?
It's a
that seems like
mansion.
poor craftsmanship.
I think it's because he wanted it underneath the giant sanguine crystal that's apparently hovering over this mansion.
I'm sorry, what?
I said he wants it because of the giant...
No, I heard
snake-
you. What? Where is this sanguine crystal?
Oh my gosh. Darius, I just told you, it's above the throne. That's why he wants the throne room. Did you not pay any attention to what I just said?
Yeah, but we would have had to go in the room to see that, and
Yeah, none of us have
we
been
couldn't
in the room.
get in.
Did
Oh,
you?
I
Did you?
can see
Did you
it.
manage
Look.
to pick the lock?
And I just shut my eyes, go green, like a teal green, glowing.
I'm looking at it right now. There's a big giant
Wow.
robot looking thing in here. Looks pretty cool. Has a really big sword.
I
And
walk
it's
up
full of blood.
and I do this in Atlas's face to see if he reacts.
No reaction.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I forgot. Filbert's up there right now.
Oh, you're using your butt thing. You're doing butt
Yeah.
stuff right now, aren't you?
I shot my butt torpedo out, and it teleported into the room, and now it's in there for another
Maybe
3 or 4 minutes.
maybe his eyes work like a scouter's glass. Sometimes we use that to see things at range, and he's going to go up to Atlas and he's going to stick his eyes on his eyes and see if he can see through it.
A scouter's glass? Is that the one that tells you the power level of who you're looking at? I've heard of those inventions.
They're
Yeah,
really
these are
expensive.
ours
They're
are the
like
first
over
phase.
3,000. Oh,
Okay, well,
yeah. So
I
can
found,
see in
and
the
I
room.
hold
Anyone
up,
want to know anything, or should I shut it down?
I hold up the 2 keys. I found these 2 keys. We might be able to open the doors up there, or at least one of them.
Well, before we do that, Jack, why don't you take a look at this chainmail? I think it could be useful for you.
Okay, let me take a look at it.
Hand it over.
Okay.
Do you think those keys would unlock anything in the mine?
No, I don't.
It's a good question. I mean, this place does connect to the mine. I feel like everything always leads back there.
That's probably where Lord Memoria is.
Well, let's check the throne room first.
You know, we never
Since you know-
did get all the way to the Watery Palace. What if that's actually where he likes
Let's
to
check
stay?
the throne room. Throne room first. If he's not
Oh,
there,
he's not in the throne room.
we can go anywhere you'd
It's
like.
empty.
I bet you the Watery Palace has a throne room. Most palaces do.
I'm not doing this again.
You know,
You
there's
just
actually
see, like,
lot
a
of watery
vein
blood up
in
there.
Darius's
Maybe
forehead.
it's the Watery Palace up there.
Maybe.
There's big vats of like gooey red liquid swirling around up there. There's a large humming noise. Did I mention the giant sanguine crystal above this, like in the ceiling?
I'm slowly making my way back up to the
Maybe.
third floor.
Maybe on the map, the Watery Palace was actually directions to a direct teleportation ring that takes you to the throne room, which is the true Watery Palace. We should
Look,
go.
you're thinking, Atlas. We might as well go check it out.
I was like full on waiting for everyone to have already been left the room. Just like talking to myself while I'm looking through the eye. Hello?
Guys,
Uh,
someone knocking.
Yeah, Jack
Someone
looking at
knocking
this.
the door.
Jack looking at this armor is gonna try it on, and he's gonna enjoy wearing it. So he's gonna put his other gear in his bag.
Okay. Sounds
Alright.
good. So as you start to kind of put it on, you don't know if it's really gonna fit, but as you slide it on, it just almost feels like silk against your skin. As you kind of like do some little maneuvers and flips to test it out, you're surprised just at almost no sound coming from the chain links of this. It is an excellent piece of armor.
Jack's gonna kind of smack his chest a little bit. I like this. I feel like I have a little bit more movement in me.
Who are you talking to?
You.
Oh, yes. Looks
I
great.
figured you would care since you stayed while I was changing, unless you just like to watch people
I'm like,
change.
my eyes are still like glowing teal green. Like I don't see anything. I'm just watching.
Are you ready to go check on Filbert or whatever his name is?
Sure, yeah. I mean, I'm looking through his eyes right now.
Well, everyone wants to go up there and check those keys, so
Alright,
maybe
well, let's do that. I did mention the giant, very ominous-looking statue with the giant sword robot thing.
didn't we kill a giant in the mine? I'm sure we'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know. I
you
might have
did
been
not-
dead during that.
You did not mention it. You weren't dead during the giant. You were there. I'm not there right now. I'm not saying this. So since I don't know anything that Atlas just mentioned about the psychopath,
I
that
did
I
mention
shouldn't
it.
be able
He
to
did
see.
say it while you were in the
I
room.
did mention it.
He was
I do not
talking about
remember
it.
him saying it.
It was like one of
Yeah.
the first things they said.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I clearly wasn't
Lord?
listening then.
Fair. That's fair.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair.
I was gonna ask Atlas, do I need to guide you upstairs or can you see again?
Oh, hold on.
And I just like shut into my normal eyes.
There we go.
Okay.
Jack's
You can
gonna get a
guide me if
little
you like, if that makes you
way.
feel better. Take me there, Jack. Show me the way.
Okay,
Yeah, hold
stick
on.
I can show the
stick
world.
close or hold on to my satchel.
Hold on tight, Atlas.
Hold my pocket.
All right.
Hey. Weird, but okay.
So Felix,
Belonging.
were you following Darius? I know you jumped off the ledge down into the lower level, but Can I take
Yeah,
it
no,
more?
I followed Darius.
Darius up. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So as you come up the stairs behind Darius, And Darius, you see basically what mirrored the other side. You see a exact same type of door, exquisite kind of keyhole there with a handle. Yeah, matches exactly what you've seen on the other side of things.
Okay, I want to try a key. If it doesn't work, I'll try the other key.
Okay. So the keys, as you go to put one in, you look at them and they look identical. So you just take one at random, put it in and turn, and it does unlock, but the key doesn't come out. It stays turned to the right, and you hear like a chick.
Okay. I just want to check the door. I don't want to open it. Am I able to, like, do I get any give now if I try to open the door?
You don't.
Okay. Felix,
Yeah?
take this key to the other door.
Or you have longer legs.
Ugh,
And
I
you
just
like
go. I don't even let him finish. I just leave.
All right.
Like grumbling as I'm going down the stairs, like making me do everything myself. He's the one that always wants to charge ahead.
But you gotta sing it though.
No singing. He's disgruntled.
It's a diss track.
Yeah.
And so as you're kind of grumbling coming down the stairs, Jak, you're leading Atlas. You see Darius mumbling coming down the stairs. Dorhon just standing at the bottom of the stairs, leaning against the wall.
Oh yeah, Dorhon.
Is Felix still up there?
Yep.
I think he's asking me.
I was asking.
Yeah, of course. He
Dorhon.
doesn't want to do anything. Just keep going.
And then Jack's gonna make his way upstairs and find Felix, I presume.
Okay. Yeah, you make your way to the top of the stairs, and you see Felix just kind of standing by the door.
What are you?
Hey, Jak.
Hey, what are you doing up here by yourself? I just saw Darius kind of mumbling away.
Oh, well, he put one of the keys in this door, so I had this idea that if he put the other key in the other door at the same time, that it might work.
That's a good idea,
Great
actually.
idea.
Yeah.
I hate you all.
I'm
Yeah, so
surprised. I'm surprised
said-
you didn't go do that though, because didn't you? Can't you just move much faster now than the rest of us?
Felix
No,
rolls a deception
Darius
check.
has longer legs, and he likes to run off on his own, so I just thought that he would like to do it, you know?
That is a very valid point you just made. So I agree with that. That shows your intelligence.
Felix
I'm
roll
more
a
the-
deception.
the brains
Coming
of
up
the
with all these
operation.
plans. Yeah,
I'm the planner.
he's a planner.
Felix, a deception check, please.
There's managers and there's workers.
So awesome. I still had Bardic. Literally the best use of it. 5?
You guys can clearly see that he's full of tomfoolery and not telling you the truth.
One cannot be whimsical if they are not full of tomfoolery.
Okay, Zenyatta.
What does that mean?
Why did you, Atlas, why'd you just emit a beeping noise?
Oh, my programming will let me say words like and sometimes
Oh.
I think there's a lot of children around. I hate children.
I don't think there's any children around right now.
I mean, never mind. Jack's a child, technically. He's a teenager.
Interesting.
I mean, in terms of an elf, he's a child.
Right.
So, Atlas, you said there's a really mean-looking thing on the other side of this door?
Oh yeah, it's a very large, almost robot-looking figure entity, as some would say, and it has a very large sword. It's not moving. It doesn't look like it's on. It's standing right next to the throne, and yeah, that was all.
So it's in stasis mode, like you go into.
Just in case, we better be ready for a fight when we go in, and I'm gonna don the armor.
Okay.
I'm always ready for a fight, and always not ready. It's kind of my thing.
And am I at the door now?
Yes.
I am
so
on my screen.
as
Okay.
you get up the door, Dorhon kind of peels himself off the wall and follows you up.
Okay.
So
I'm
you're now
going
at the
to cast message. Let me make sure this character has it. I'm pretty sure I do. I do.
You do, yeah.
I'm going to cast message to Felix because I don't know that they all went up there with him. Felix, I am at the door. Just prep yourself. You can reply to this message.
Didn't you walk right past us?
Yeah, but I didn't see you going upstairs. I was also angry and like
Oh, yeah,
storming
okay.
in this
Yeah.
direction.
I'm gonna reply to the message unintentionally. I'm gonna say back replying to the message, but what I'm saying is what I meant to say to other people and be like, Darius says we should get ready.
I cast message again just to go. Okay, I'm gonna put the key in and I'm gonna turn it.
I reply to that message. Darius sounds kind of frustrated.
Yeah, so as you put the key in and turn it, hits all the tumblers, and you hear that familiar click you heard on the other door. And now both groups now hear a chunk.
Okay, I'm switching. Do I have time left on my?
No, it's expired now.
Okay.
So is the elevator from the mine coming up?
Yes.
Okay.
So it takes 2 keys at 2 different doors to get into this room. And they have to be turned at the same time, or at least within each other.
I'm gonna cast message again, and like as I'm casting it, I'm like thinking about Felix, and I'm like, wait, no, and then I think about Atlas, and I'm like, nope, and I'm like, fuck, Jak, I'm gonna open the door. Please get ready. You can reply to this message.
Well, that's trippy. He's never talked to me like that before.
Oh my god, they're all of them.
Who's
Dorhon,
talking?
I realized that I was sent here to die by my island, but how the hell were those 3 selected for a tournament?
Everybody has the talents, I suppose.
We were selected so that you would die.
We're here to do it.
This is the Darius story you didn't know?
We were also selected by your island.
Oh man.
Okay, all right, Dorhon, do you want to lead the way in, dude?
You want me to go first?
I mean,
Yeah,
you're
no problem.
jacked.
And he just charged right
Okay.
in.
All right, guys.
Okay, send a message quickly.
All right.
Yeah, Dorhon just ran in.
All right, Dorhon ran in. I guess we can run in too.
Wait.
All right, here I go.
Oh my god. I just thought, if there's 2 doors and 2 keys, does that not mean there's going to be 2 of whoever needs to get in here?
You have to move me through. I can't get myself through the wall.
You went through the wrong
Even with
door.
the door open.
Oh,
I
really?
tried to.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't move through either side. Look. I
Are
guess you can't see me.
So
through
Felix
it.
ran in. I'll move you in if you're having that issue too.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was slamming my head against this wall.
Ah!
Probably doing the exact same thing that Jay was. Like, yeah.
I saw Dorhon go through this. How the hell did it?
See you pounding on like an invisible door.
Yeah, Dorhon runs through it. There's like, here I come. Oh.
Mime style.
Yeah, I can't get through either.
All right. Is everybody wanting to move through?
Yeah.
If we have to, yeah, I guess.
We don't have to.
Jack's like, on second thought, I'm going home.
Yeah.
Like...
This is too much. This is too much.
I'm going back to the mine.
All right. So as
Just
you
stay
guys,
down there.
As you guys move in now, you have a clear view of the throne room. The first thing that grabs your attention immediately to the north, standing beside this beautiful black marble throne, is this giant monstrosity made of metal, layered armor all up. Almost looks humanoid in form, but it's about 15 feet high. It's just standing motionless, holding a sword that is almost just as high as it is, but about 2/3 of the height. Just holding it, standing right beside a throne. Straight ahead, you see strange-looking wells on either side of this throne, and some suits of armor, decorative suits of armor, kind of positioned almost all around in almost a square shape. in the middle of the room.
Yeah, see,
Well, there he
the
is.
thing.
Go ask him if that's his journal, Darius.
Yeah, I'm gonna not do that.
I don't think that's him. But look at these pools of viscous liquid.
Ah, I know what this is.
You know what?
Calm down, Dorhon. We're trying to
dude,
figure this
dude.
out.
What are you, Dorhon? What are you doing?
You see Dorhon walk up and just start knocking on it, on its leg. Ah, this whole thing. Just looking around it, looking up at it.
Plot twist Dorhon's Venmoria.
What?
That's
Dorhon?
literally what just came through my head.
Yeah, me too.
What is it, Dorhon?
Ah, this is
Dude, that would have
this
thrown me for a loop.
Oh man. I've been
This
wanting
is
to
a-
kill Dorhon since day one.
wow. This is like a relic. This is a war machine. These were built way back when the first battles were around and magic was scarce. They would build these contraptions. They're actually quite easy to dismantle. We were taught about these things. You see here, and he starts pointing out little sections of. You just get in the joint here. There's some runes behind the kneecap to drop it. He starts like just moving around, even though nobody seems to be paying him much mind.
No, I'm fully paying it. Okay, Dorhon,
Okay.
can you
Take it
fully
apart.
demonstrate how to take it apart?
Well,
I'm moving off to the side.
it's just standing here.
Yeah,
What
let's
do you want me to
make
do?
sure it.
I'm gonna walk up with him and I want to have a look at what he's doing. I want to see these runes, see what this thing's all about.
Okay.
What about these smaller suits? Are these decorative or are these smaller war machines?
They look like suits of armor, like downstairs to me. I don't know. So Felix,
Jack's
look.
oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. He's just gonna mumble on to Felix, showing him the suit.
Oh, Jack's gonna go up to one of the suits of armor and he's gonna like see if he can like take it apart.
Okay.
I want to scout the room out and see if I like what do I see basically.
Okay. Roll an investigation. Sorry, a perception.
10 plus numbers 13.
13. Okay. So a quick scan. You see like a desk in the corner. You see some strange red glowing thing on the southeast corner. You see some bookshelves. You see some sort of altar on the northwest corner. And as you glance up, you can see now what Atlas was referring to. It looks like a giant piece of sanguine. Looks like almost exactly what you had, but absolutely giant above you.
Is it built into the ceiling or is it floating?
It's built in. It looks like the roof actually matches where this piece of sanguine is. You know, if you had to visualize or think about how, you know, it would be kind of lowered into a pre-built kind of sectioned roof.
Okay, do I see this?
You can see it from there. Yeah, it looks similar to what you've seen downstairs in the lab.
Okay. I am going to call out to Felix and Dorhon. Felix, Dorhon, for once, please, dear God, for once, just listen to what I am saying. Dismantle that machine now, and I'm going to head down towards the thing and try to do what I did to the other one. Just scratch a rune out.
Okay, so as you're walking down there, Jak, you go to lift the kind of the helmet off the suit of armor, and it seems to be all melded together. It doesn't seem like the helmet is detachable. Dorhan's continuing to show Felix kind of the runes and how this thing is kind of put together. Felix, you start to kind of see a lot of similarities onto how you built Gunner, and a lot of the mechanics are very similar to the automatons you've come in contact with. Atlas, what are you doing while this is all happening?
I'm heading towards where I seen the red glow, like right away when I got in.
Is that a big red button?
I hope so.
Yeah, so if you head over there as soon as you got in, so yeah, as you get a little bit closer, you can roll a perception check.
At 20, baby.
All right.
Ooh.
So as you get close, you can see that this is this relief is kind of built up into the ground and completely separate from the flooring around it. And this pedestal is raised about 3 feet up, and this red kind of globe, as you get closer, You can see what kind of looked like solid red. As you get closer, you can see this red kind of almost fade away. And you can see what looks like an image. And you can kind of see just water rippling, and you can see clouds in the sky.
Oh God.
Is there anything else in the water?
You get a little bit closer. You kind of look. All you can really see is ocean, just rippling waves.
Do I hear anything?
You hear the humming, that light humming that Filbert was hearing earlier with that perception check. You can also sense a low vibration. It doesn't seem to be coming specifically from this, but it feels like it's all around you.
Right. So just sorry to visualize. So I see. So there's no red anymore. Like it's almost like a floating window to another.
Yeah, the red becomes kind of more transparent as you get closer, and almost becomes clear as you get closer to it and look into it.
And can I reach and touch it like from where I am, or?
Yeah, you got close enough. You could reach out and touch it if you wanted.
Yeah, I think I'd do that.
Okay. So as you reach out and touch it, you feel this jolt of energy, and you all hear this huge, massive hum now increases in the sound. And Atlas, you feel yourself be pulled up to the center of the room. Your back hits the back of the crystal, and all three of you now feel this energy, this red electric lightning shooting into all of your chests, and you all go unconscious. And we'll take a break.
Okay.
Who's all unconscious?
All three of you.
All
Four,
of you.
including Alice.
Okay.
And Dorhon?
You don't know.
Oh, okay.
You're
Yeah, dude,
unconscious.
Quit metagaming, bro.
All right, break time. See you in 7 minutes.
All right, welcome back after the break. So, a quick recap. You guys found the throne room. Everybody doing a little bit of investigation. As Dorhon showing Felix the weak spots in this war machine. And Darius running down to the teleportation circle that he found in the room. And Jak trying to play around with some armor. Atlas touched this orb that showed kind of an image of an ocean and a clouds. As soon as he put his fingers on it, he's immediately sucked up to the crystal in the ceiling. His back hits the crystal, and red lightning energy pulsed out to all other 3 of the Atlads, and all 4 fell unconscious. Atlas. As you seem to regain your consciousness, you open your eyes, and you immediately recognize this place you are now in. You see the grass, you see the flowers, you see the path where you once reconnected to your friends. You see the blackness beyond the area that you're in, and as you look down, you see that you're glowing red. You look to your left, and you see your body standing motionless. And you look to your north, you see Felix, you see Jak, and to the south you see Darius, and they're all standing, heads slightly bowed, their arms and their legs pointing down towards the ground, and you see a white glow coming from each of their chests, and they're all motionless.
Oh man. Did I die again? Wow, I'm not really good at this. Hello? Any of you hear me?
There's no response.
Hello? Okay. Alright, how did I get out last time? Father? Father, are you here?
There's no response.
Darn.
I open my back hatch. Is Filbert there?
You have no back hatch.
Oh my gosh.
You look down and you realize you're floating 10 feet off the ground, and as you try to kind of look around, you start to somehow understand that you can see all around you all at the same time.
Ooh. This is new.
I go to look at my hands. Do I see hands?
No.
Oh, I seem to misplaced myself. Okay, let's see here.
And I try to see if I can will myself forward.
What direction?
Towards everyone. So I would start going
I just try to move yourself from your perspective.
west.
You can see your body to the east.
Oh, from my perspective. Okay, so I'm in the middle.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay, alright, just orientating myself. I'm over there, and, okay, Jak is closest. Alright, let's see if we can, Jak! I'm gonna,
Try to push myself closer to Jak if I can move.
Okay. So as you just will yourself closer, as you get closer and closer to Jak, you see the white glow in his chest start to get brighter and brighter.
Jak, can you hear me? Are you there? What's going on with your, are you okay?
There's no response. And the white glow from his chest is almost, if you had eyes, would be blinding.
Okay, alright, I'm gonna go to Darius first. If I think what I have to do is what I have to do, I think Darius would want me to do him first.
And I'm gonna go over to Darius.
Okay. So as you walk away from Jak, you kind of see the white kind of start to close in a little bit to that white pulse that it had before. And as you get closer to Darius, you start to see the chest now illuminate a bright white as you get closer.
Darius? Buddy? Hello?
No response.
I'm gonna I'm gonna get inside you, buddy. Now's the time to tell me no. All right.
That's how consent works.
Okay. Here I come.
And I'm gonna try to go into Darius.
Okay. So as you move forwards, as soon as your essence touches a part of Darius, you feel this. You feel yourself just be completely sucked into Darius's body. Darius, you open your eyes, and you see a scene that you recognize, and you've thought about this kind of scene a lot, and it's from your childhood. And you're looking forwards, and you can see the gate and the garden and your small house that you were raised in. And you can see yourself playing in the garden. You're running circles, playing with insects. You're chasing butterflies as you watch as your mother sits on the porch on a chair, smelling out, watching over you. And then you see... Then you see the door of the house open, and you see your father standing in the doorway, and your mother looks up and smiles at him, and he smiles back. And he approaches her, and she stands up and greets him with a hug. And they both look out as you're chasing around, trying to catch this purple butterfly. It just keeps going out of your reach. And you finally grab it in your hands. You look up, and they both smile at you. Your father gives your mother a kiss on the cheek and starts to walk down the stairs. And the image flickers for about a second, and you feel this sharp pain in your head. And then it's back to normal. You see your father walking down the path towards the garden gate that he would leave when he would go for his traveling. And he stops briefly beside you, and he kneels down and pats you on the head. I must leave for a while. Please take care of your mother. I love you both very much, and I will see you both very soon. He has a warming smile on his face, and he stands up and continues to walk down the path towards the gate. He turns around and he folds his arms, looking back at the house, the garden, your mother, and you staring back at him with love in your smile. And then the image flickers again. No pain this time, but then it holds for a few seconds, and you see something else. Where your home once stood, it's a large 3-story building. The figure of your mother now stands dressed in dark robes, standing at the top of the stairs that leads into the garden. You now see not a garden, but a cemetery with gravestones scattered across the area. And at the bottom of the stairs, where you once were, stand 5 children in a row, all facing her with their heads slightly bowed and their backs towards your father. The image flickers again, and you see yourself waving to your father as he blows a kiss to your mother, turns and leaves through the gate. And you hear a voice in your head. Your memories are but a construct of those that wish to keep you blinded. In exchange for your help, I can guide you to the truth and what really lies within you. Consider this revelation as a gift, and if you agree to this pact, seek me out. And then a bright red flash of light, and you're unconscious again. Atlas, you feel yourself be pulled out of Darius, and he is no longer standing in front of you.
Oh,
Did I experience any of that?
So you've seen all of that.
Okay.
oh. He's, kind of messed up. Okay, alright. Not what I thought would happen, but okay. Felix. Okay, let's try Felix.
Okay, so as you get closer to Felix, the chest starts to brighten, bright white, as you get a few feet away.
Alright. Felix. I'm jumping in, buddy. I hope it's not messed up in there.
And yeah. Get
So
right
as
in.
you move closer, again you feel this sucking, and your essence is absorbed into Felix. Felix, right before you even open your eyes, you instantly feel this warmth just surround you. And you immediately smell this aromatic tobacco smell just filling your nostrils. As you open your eyes, you see you're standing in a small wooden cabin. And you quickly glance around to get your bearings. You see a window on your left and your right, and it's just darkness outside. And standing before you are two chairs. They're facing away from you in front of a low burning fire that's sending just a warm, beautiful yellow glow throughout the room. The chairs seem a little bit out of place as they're high backed and they're made of a beautiful blue material, silver studs down the side. Something you expect to see in a place of high stature, not in a wood cabin. You hear a light squeaking sound and see a small puff of smoke rising from the chair to the left. What do you do?
Go investigate the puff of smoke.
So as you walk forwards and you kind of peer around the side of the chair, you see a gnome with a long white beard, flushed cheeks, rosy red cheeks, pointed ears, white hair all brushed back. And he looks up and smiles at you, and you recognize Minikin sitting before you. Oh, here for some tea, are you? He's holding a cup of brew, and he has a pipe in his lips.
Yeah, I guess so. Sure, I'd love some tea.
Of course, sit down. He gestures for you to sit on the other chair.
Yeah, I'll have a seat.
So as you kind of move around and go to sit down in the chair, and you look at the fire, you see just to the right of the fire, you see this small animal. It's got this strange, beautiful, silver-colored, layered fur throughout, just curled up and sleeping to the side of the fireplace. So, you found your way here. That's excellent, I think. Why are you here, Felix?
I'm not sure. Actually, I don't really know where here is.
Is it more important where here is, or why you're here? Curious. Why are you anywhere?
I don't know. That's kind of a complicated question.
Well, you found yourself here. You must have been trying to do something or accomplish something.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to help people. I was trying not to be a failure.
What thinks you might be a failure? What have you done to tell yourself you're a failure?
Everything. I failed at everything. I got sent away from my home because I screwed everything up. And all I've done is make more and more mistakes since we got here. I mean, you died. You died because I messed up again.
Felix, do you have the power of a god? Are you a god? Do you have unlimited powers?
No. Of course not.
So why on earth do you think that it's your responsibility for anything that goes wrong? Do you take gratitude for everything that goes right too?
Because if I'm smarter and I could do things better, I cannot make mistakes that cost people their lives. I have to be perfect.
Well, let me tell you a little secret, my friend. Even gods make mistakes, and you don't even have the power of a god. So, perhaps you should reevaluate your expectations. No? Failure has been a chance for learning, Felix. And I only knew you for a short time, but from what I heard from your father, you have come along quite well. And I don't believe you're giving yourself the gratitude you deserve.
My father's more disappointed in me than anybody else. I made so many mistakes that he didn't want me around anymore. He sent me away. I spend so much time in everything I do because it has to be perfect. If I make any more mistakes with anything, something else is going to go wrong. I have to calculate every variable and make sure that I don't miss anything.
Let me ask you a question. Did you make Gunnar the very first time you attempted him?
No, there's a lot of failures before I got to him.
But would you consider perfect as a friend for you?
Yeah, he was.
So would you agree that those failures, they actually helped you make Gunnar then?
I suppose so.
It's all about perspective. If you focus on the failures, you won't see what they provide to you to help you reach the successes. If you've got a goal and you work towards it, win or lose, Felix. If it's a step towards your goal, then it's a step worth taking. Wouldn't you agree?
What about other people? Other people get hurt.
I see you here now in this beautiful suit of armor. Looks to me like you're more equipped to help people than you ever were before.
I want to.
Well,
Just
don't let the
don't
failure
always
overtake you
know-
or you never will.
I just don't always know what the right thing is to do.
Close your eyes for a second. Take a deep breath with me. And let it out. What do you hear? The crackling of the fire, just the odd pop happening. You hear the slow, gentle, almost snore coming from the flesh gunner that is curled up by the fire. And you feel peaceful. Like, Felix,
Calm.
this place, you can return to this place because it's in here. And he reaches over and touches your chest where your heart is. Don't mind, it's your strength, but it's also your greatest weakness. When it starts to run away, Felix, pull it all in. Sit down. Breathe. And be calm. I know you can do it.
Oh, all right. I will.
As you finish the last words, you see like this flash of red light from the blackened windows shine into the room, and he kind of looks over his shoulder. He's like, well, it appears that our tea time has come to an end. Oh, darn it, I forgot to get you your tea. Oh well. And he gestures towards the door and a smile on his face.
Thank you. And get up and start walking at an accelerating pace towards the door.
Okay. As you reach the door, you feel yourself kind of pulled out through the door, and you lose consciousness again. And Atlas, you reapparate and see Jak standing still before you.
Oh man. I'm gonna remember to give Felix a big hug. It's got the weight of the world on him.
Oh, I was an experiment, but he gets a hug.
Okay, well, I can't imagine seeing much inside Jak, so I guess we'll just head over there. Hope I don't get claustrophobic. Alright, here comes Atlas.
All right. Feel your essence be absorbed into Jak. Jak, you open your eyes. You find yourself standing, small patch of grass. As you look around, you're surrounded by trees all around you. You look up at the sky and you see the sun. It's just kind of lowering in the sky to the north of where you're standing. It's casting shadows from the trees all around. They look like they're almost reaching out to grab hold of you. And you hear a cracking sound to your right. Sounds like a branch breaking. What do you do?
He gets kind of in a defensive stance and snaps to the right, and he's going to hold his crossbow up and out.
Okay. As you look over that direction and prime your crossbow, you see a hooded figure just start out from a tree and start running
Like, towards me?
away from you.
And Jack's going to dart off after him, Naruto style.
Okay, arms back, you just dash. Running so fast, you almost feel like your feet's almost lifting off the ground. As you reach the tree line where you've seen the figure, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh. Dex save. 11.
11. So you see, as you're charging through, you see this line, thin line, just phew, start to shoot out just at your feet. And as you just go to cartwheel over it, it just catches your one foot, and you just land and skid across the ground. And as you look up, you see the cloaked figure up in a tree about 40 feet away. What do you do?
Laying from his back, he's going to snap his left hand up with his grapple to try to grab part of the tree and start racing to the top.
All right, so you let it out, you pull yourself up, it finds its mark, and you pulls you right up. You get to the top, and you can see him start to pull out his grapple and to the tree. He pulls himself over to the right-hand tree and starts moving away from you.
Jax raises an eyebrow in confusion and races after him.
Okay, roll an acrobatics check.
Uh, 18.
Okay, so as you move it out, kind of utilizing that extra usage of it, the efficiency that's been melded by Jonas, you can feel that pull you even quicker, and you seem to be gaining ground. He's zipping from tree to tree, just as you are, almost mimicking your moves. Roll another acrobatics check.
$22.
Okay. So as he kind of tries to pivot and almost go to the side to catch you off guard with your momentum going forwards, you can tell what he's doing immediately, and instead of continuing to release, you hang on and you pivot yourself and you swing completely around in a 90-degree angle and shoot right towards him, gaining. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy. $21.
All right, you can see from his second hand, he releases and throws back a net. But as you go forward, you see it right away, and you just pull 2 inches above, gives you enough momentum, and you leap forwards and dive. You do a tumble and catch out to the next tree and pull yourself forward. Roll an acrobatics check.
That's a check. Nine.
9. Okay, so as you try to catch up to him, he immediately turns and he whips around, almost mimicking the 90-degree move you did, comes a full 180, catches your momentum, slams you with his arm, and down through the trees, hitting branches, hits the ground. He's got you pinned down to your shoulders, pinned down, looking at you. He pulls back his hood, and you see that you're staring at yourself. And he just smiles and laughs. Ha ha! Let's face it, the only person that can really challenge our skills is us. These people have helped us get stronger. And then you see behind him this red flash in the sky. Let's see where this goes. And he punches you in the face and you go unconscious. Jak disappears from view. Alice, as you come back out and see your body standing before you.
Oh, I guess we saved the best for last, huh? Well, I guess it's time to go back? This just seems weird. I better go get in my body.
As you start moving, You hear a humming behind you. And as you start moving towards your body, you see 3 large purple orbs start to come and form under the blackness, moving towards you. As you rush forwards, they get closer and closer. You almost feel them almost pulling you backwards. You make it inside your body, and you lose consciousness. You all sit in blackness. You feel nothing, you hear nothing, just all motionless. And as you all open your eyes, all at the same time, before opening, you hear ching, ching, ching. You can hear sounds, and you now see Dorhon soaked in blood on the ground, fighting the war machine that you left him with. You see him run across the front of it, lay his blade across its knee. He says, "Rain!" As Rain shoots out an electric bolt, he catches it with the greatsword, plows it up through the chest. You see the sparks shooting out of this thing. As you guys watch, you see the blood pouring from Dorhon. It's running across the ground. It's feeding up into the 2 wells to the side. He slashes once again. You see the greatsword coming down from the war machine, catching him in the shoulder. You won't. Take them. He lunges forward with his sword right through the chest cavity of the war machine, and you see the electricity as Reen jumps up and applies his lightning into it, just shock throughout the war machine, and it slowly slumps down, unmoving. And Dorhon turns around. All of you now trying to look, trying to move, trying to yell, trying to talk. Everybody paralyzed, unable to move. Dorhon walks back. Are you all okay? He tries to hold himself up using the greatsword. He falls to one knee. Atlas! He looks up at the ceiling. Atlas still stuck to the back of the crystal. Nobody unable to talk or move. Rain, what's happening? As you all stare at Dorhon, he tries to pull himself up. And the hand around the greatsword, he opens it up, and you start to see his fingers start to elongate, and the skin start to break away from his fingers. It works its way down his arm. He drops the greatsword. You hear clang, 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 and you see his skin starting to peel down his arm. What's happening? He looks up, staring at Atlas. He's like, Atlas, what's happening, Atlas? And you see as the skin continues to peel down his shoulder, as he stares, Atlas stares into your eyes. Atlas? And the skin breaks away and peels off. And you all see now, with a pool of blood and skin laying on the floor, this tall, no hair, covered and tattooed, covered in a red, viscous liquid. You see Lord Venmoria kneeling down now as the flesh connecting the tissue to the metal prosthetic leg has been disconnected. He slumps on the ground. Finally free of that imbecile. And he turns, uses both his hands to pull himself now, as he only has one leg to push himself forwards. See a trail of blood just pouring off his back, and now the blood that was going into the wells at the side, instead of being drained into it, are now coming out of it and flowing into him as he crawls himself up towards the throne. He puts his 2 hands on the throne, pulls himself up, and you all hear this hear this whipping, hissing noise. The doors behind you break open, and you see the abomination from before. Lord Venmoria, your time has come. He flicks his tail and he lurches forward. Lord Venmoria holds up one hand that you can see now has 3 sets of rings connected with small chains all down his hand. He flicks one finger, and as the snake abomination leaps out, it peels and separates, and it dismembers him right across the floor. The blood splatters all across the floor. Instantly dead. I suppose you all maybe want a conversation. You see him lift up and he just pulls his finger down. And you all notice now as you look around, there's blue glows coming from the suits of armor around you, lighting up the floor underneath. A huge square area with this blue radiance just pulsing underneath, seemingly holding you all in place. Finally free of that buffoon. And here you are, all of you, whining and complaining and discord. If I had to tolerate even one more day of it, I surely would have been lost to madness. You now all feel, you can move your head, you feel your voice returning to you.
What have you done with Dorhon?
He was but a puppet. Was supposed to be a more efficient puppet, but the ceremony was interrupted and unfortunately could not be fully completed, but he eventually served me well. You can see
It was a person.
as he's waiting, this blood pouring up, you see his limb now, the bone starting to extend, muscles starting to wrap around it, the skin now forming back over the foot.
Can we move?
Nope. You can move your head, only a neck, when he's released your being able to speak.
I don't understand. What's happening?
Felix, how do we get out of this?
I don't know. I'm trying.
Oh,
Come on, use your brain, man.
I am.
there's no need to stress yourself. You're where you need to be. Atlas, wondering what's happened? You're the most mysterious of all. To think that a grounding sphere was not destroyed. Oh, I'm already thinking of the experiments that I must execute on you.
What do you mean? What's a grounding sphere?
The grounding spheres. You've seen this story. All of you seen this story. It was displayed in front of you all. Are you all really that stupid? Felix, the most intelligent of you all. Surely you understand it all. Surely. Tell us.
I don't know what you're talking about, but let us go.
Oh, you'll be released as soon as I get what I need. And you see him now, he starts to, the blood almost lifting him off the ground, and he starts actually floating towards you all. Rain scampers to the back of the hall.
The mech or whatever, like that battle warrior guy, he's just done though, right? He's not.
Yeah, he looks motionless. You can see the chest cavity almost broken open, and it's just limp. It looks
Okay.
Dorhon and Reen looks like they did a good job while you were incapacitated.
Okay.
Lord Venmoria, why can't I move?
Well, you don't think I'm going to have security in place for the keepers of the keys if they were ever to come against me? You all now feel this red, warm glow against your chest that you used to feel back from the boat that you lost before.
We lost our keys. We don't have them anymore.
But the power of the grounding sphere has bestowed upon you the gift of the key yet again. What a wondrous object, these keys, the Magi of Sumptorium. Just amazing. To create attunement with but a hand gesture. and all the experiments that I had to go through to get to where I am, knowing that all we needed was permission from the user. And thanks to your friend, and he points down at the pile of skin and blood on the ground, I am now also attuned to your keys.
I want to focus on that feeling. Can I try to like resonate with it to see if I can use it for anything?
Yeah, you can kind of focus in on it as you kind of close your eyes and concentrate. You can't feel that you can interact with it right now. What you're feeling from it is energy actually spreading outwards, pushing your hands down, pushing your feet down towards the floor, like it's holding you in place.
All right.
So, Darius, the power of a concealed sorcerer in that waste of flesh. Although, I am pleased to know that I have another one of you already within my service. Thank you.
What are you talking about? What do you mean another one?
Oh, do you all understand nothing?
How the hell could we understand anything?
We spent a lot of time in a mine.
Ah, the mine, yes. Looks to the side. Yes, a source of successes and failures on my part and others, it would seem. Felix, what are you, a hero, a child, defender, brat, genius? You spend too much time looking inwards and missing what's right in front of you. You never really wanted to reach Sumptorium anyway, did you? So perhaps it's fitting that you be the first to have your invitation permanently revoked. He starts to float towards Felix. You can see the kind of the blood still kind of, it's almost like a mist now coming out from the two wells, almost like propelling him forwards about 5 feet off the ground as he floats in front of him.
Felix just struggling against this unbreakable restraint. Like, just don't hurt any of my friends.
Well, I've never done the procedure when I've been attuned to the key. Perhaps it will be harmless. Perhaps it will be pleasurable. But perhaps it will be excruciating pain. Who's to know? That's why we have to experiment. He starts to reach his hand out.
Why do you need this?
It doesn't matter anymore. It just matters this is what I have to do. And you all see now he starts to turn his hand and pull it and starts muttering words you can't quite hear, some sort of incantation.
Get away from him!
Can I cast?
Am I able to cast?
Not unless it's only verbal.
Well, it is. Oh no, it's not. Shit.
Felix, you start to feel now as he turns his hand and starts to pull. You feel your chest being pulled forwards, but then you realize that it's not your chest, and you can feel the key. It's starting to pull and restraint against the muscle, the tissue fibers, the bone that's being fused with. You can feel it start to pull, and psh, you all hear glass shatter. And from the northeast corner of the room, you see this ball of feathers just roll across the floor. And as these feathers peel back, you see Seraph sliding across the ground with her bow drawn. She lets out an arrow. Seraph! This arrow flies to the south end of the room, colliding with the globe at the southeast corner and explodes with this explosion pushing you all back. Atlas throwing you down on the floor, piling through the armor suits on the right-hand side. And everybody roll initiative.
Oh, fuck. Oh my god.
Seraph looks different.
There we go, 17.
Where are we?
Oh
15
my god.
for Atlas.
Can you bring
Yeah.
my token up?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? So the roll I did on roll 20 is only one higher than the roll I did in real life. Oh, where am I? Right here. 5 initiative, boys. Let's go.
Getting intense, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sweating over here. I'm sweating.
This is like all of our battles have been cool, and then this just took the intensity up.
Sorry, Atlas, what were you?
15. 1-5.
Yeah, so Seraph slides through. You see now this orb is now completely destroyed, splattered against the wall. Slides forward to Venmoria, immediately turning Atlas, thrown into knocking over the 2 suits of armor as you tumble to the ground, and everybody thrown back. You can now see the blue glow on the floor has disappeared. And all the blue glows that were coming from the eyes of the armor pieces, only the ones that are standing are lit. All right, Felix, you are
Sorry,
up.
what ones aren't standing?
The 2 that are right beside you. You just
Are not
bashed into them.
standing?
Yeah, knocked them over. Yeah.
So the glow went out when they got knocked over?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Felix.
Okay. Let's see.
You all now
Oh,
have full
he's-
control of your bodies, by the way.
You said we do?
Yeah.
Okay, bless.
Yeah, as soon as Felix breaks free, he's just gonna turn and face Venmoria and just start running towards him.
Okay.
So sorry. He's just gonna run and and I'm gonna swing Thunder Gauntlets, 20 to hit.
Okay, 20 hits.
I was waiting for a miss.
Mhm.
Fuck.
Just gonna run and I just want to punch him right across the face with the Thunder Gauntlet. You just hear huge crack of thunder as it connects, and then I'm gonna wind up with and swing the other one as well.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be 16 to hit on that one.
16 hits.
Okay. It's 13 thunder damage. So
Nice.
after I do the right hand cross, I'm going to jump and uppercut him with the left one. And another crack of thunder as it connects. And I land back in front of him and just stand poised, ready for him.
Okay.
That's my turn.
perfect. All right. Yeah, the ferocity that Felix is running and jumping, it was almost like the thunder from the gauntlets was almost propelling him upwards to get these blows in Venmoria. And as you land and look up, you see kind of Venmoria grin, and it doesn't look like he hurt him as much as you thought you did. Anything else for you?
Nope, that's my turn. That's it.
So Seraph is up. So you see Seraph now, her wings unfold back into her back, and she's looking around, surveying the situation. And you see her almost like lightning speed. She dashes down, her cloak flowing in the back, and she kind of skids to a stop behind Darius and reaches out. Darius, she touches your back, and you hear her mutter a few words, and you feel this warmth come through you. I want you to roll a 2d6. That's your temporary hit points, and you have advantage against Constitution checks.
Excellent, thank you.
Now's the time. If we can take him, it's now. Seraph yells quietly in
He
her
just
husky
kind of
voice.
turns and like nods. For the first time ever, you see like Darius's confidence is actually kind of like not at maximum.
All right, and that's it for Seraph's turn this round. Atlas, you're up.
Okay, gonna use. Am I on the ground or am I?
Yeah, you're prone right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna use half my movement to get up.
Okay.
And I'm going to 5, 10. I'm going to run and try to knock this one over here.
Okay. Roll a strength check.
Nat 20.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. You roll up, shoulder check, and poof, it doesn't come apart. It seems to be all constructed in one piece, but it slides about 15 feet back over towards where the red orb was.
Okay. Do the glowing eyes go out?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to Felix, and I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on him. So I'm gonna reach out, and I'm just gonna push my hand out, and you're just gonna see like blue glow shoot from me and envelop Felix, almost like powering up his armor. And I'm just kind of slunch back a little bit, but you got +2 to AC now.
All right.
Kick his ass, Felix. Oh. My profanity programming is malfunctioning. Fuck yeah!
That's it for my turn.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you guys see now this almost this additional kind of radiant glow just coming from Felix. All right, Jak, you're up.
Jack's gonna, shake himself up as he gets up, and as he's kind of raising up from the ground, his crossbow's gonna unfold, and he's gonna just fire off 3 quick shots.
Okay.
Right at the guy. The first one's a 24.
Okay, that hits.
The second one is also a 24.
Okay, that also
And
hits.
oh my god, D&D Beyond just rolled me 3 16s in a row, so 24 for all of them.
All right, so they all hit.
All right, first damage is 11 points. Second damage is 4 points.
Okay,
And my final damage is 7 points.
22. Okay, got it.
And Jak is going to have Reen get closer to Felix to back him, and that's it.
Okay. So as you see the bolts coming out, hitting their mark, as they're coming up to Venmoria, you almost see the blood that's rushing up from behind in the 2 pools almost come over and almost try to grab the arrows as they just they hit their mark, but they're just looks the blood's trying to almost move around him and almost deflect these things.
I forgot to ask on my turn. The blood, like the pools are moving still, like kind of like rebuilding him type thing?
You can't see the movement of the pools from where you are, but it looks like he's being fed from it. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a constant kind of stream connecting them to him.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 pools on either side of the throne, is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So for Moria, still the smile. Well, perhaps this will be a little bit more interesting than I thought. And you see him, he kind of leans back, and you see the blood pools lift him higher, about 10, 15 feet in the air, and he pulls back 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30. He pulls back over and towards the throne. Felix, if you want an opportunity attack, you're
Yeah, I was going to
welcome.
ask. Yeah, as I'll take it as he tries to get away. Yeah, I'm going to take another swing. It's only a 10.
Okay. So yeah, so misses. So as he starts to move away and Felix one last jump up to try and connect, but he just can't quite jump high enough on this one. And just lands as Venmoria sweeps back. You see Venmoria, he reaches out both hands, does a circle motion, and almost looks like he's trying to lift something above his head. And as he does so, you all see these faces start to appear from the pools behind him. You see these bloodhounds start to appear from the pools behind. And they need to have initiatives.
Uh-oh.
And that's going to be it for Moria. So Darius, you'll be up.
Okay. The first thing I am going to do is, where is my character sheet? Well, this has been a little worse than I had anticipated. And I am just going to go and give him the finger, and I'm going to cast Fairy Fire, and it's above him.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast it basically just at the back of the room, so everything back there in a 20-foot cube. Let's just put that up real quick. So let's see, actually, can I get... Yeah, I'm going to cast it right here.
Okay.
All right, so all three of them have to make a, providing, you know, that armor isn't going to come back online. If it is, then it also has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
And my DC is 15.
Okay, 15. Disadvantage. Okay. Let's see. You said 15?
Yep. Okay,
You
so
see-
none of them can benefit from invisible, and now everybody has advantage on their attacks against them.
Yeah. So you see this kind of spread out of Moria as he's concentrating on bringing these hellhounds out. Darius taking the opportunity while he's not paying attention, casts his spell out, and as they come out and kind of pounce their hands down, you just see the radiant light above them sparkling.
And then I'm just going to move and hide out of his sight, kind of like behind this pillar here.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, Felix, you're up.
Okay. Felix still just angry, determined look on his face, chases after Venmoria and will attack him again.
Okay.
Swing 12 to hit.
It's with
Yeah.
with advantage.
Oh, right, because of the sorry.
Yeah.
So 26,
26 hits.
11 thunder damage.
Reen
Then-
will add lightning damage to that. Sorry, 1 second. Uh, 2 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
And then extra attack. 28 crit.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Felix dashes after him and just says, "Get back here!" and throws another punch, and then kind of jumps up and brings his hands together and smashes right down on his head with a second attack. And you just hear a huge crack of thunder as he hits with the critical strike.
Perfect. That's 12, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so as you get extra air when you come down, it's just like poof, you can almost feel him like lose a couple of feet as the impact hits. And this time he hit the kind of the back of his head. Poof. You see for the first time him actually excrete some blood out of his mouth onto the ground. The blood that he wasn't trying to get rid of. Anything else for you, Felix?
Nope. That's it. Felix is just going to stand again, poised, eyes locked in a glare with Lord Venmoria. That's my turn.
Okay, perfect. All right, Seraph is up. All right. Okay, so seeing the hellhounds erupt, she runs over towards Jak, kneels down, takes aim, and the bow now, as she's kind of pulling back, you guys can now see, in comparison to the bow that she had before that looked like a stick that she'd fashioned from a tree, as she grips this one and pulls back, you can see that this is a long bow with exquisite runes all down the side, glowing a green as she pulls back and lets go with her abyssal piercer.
Remember to
Lance?
attack with advantage.
What I've seen the bow that she's using.
Yes. Well, no, sorry, she was not in your vision. No, it's a different bow.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So 19. So the arrow finds its mark as she narrows in, just goes right through the right eye of the top hound. 12 damage. As it just kind of tries to duck out of the way, just catches on the way down, and she takes another shot. And again,
Good
finds its
rolls.
mark right through the same eye, just piercing right over the other side. You can see the point of the arrow pointing out the back of the beast. Lets out another yelp. Almost looks like it's trying to back away. And blood just dripping down its teeth. And that's all going to be for her. Atlas, you're up.
Okay. 20, 25. Okay, I'm gonna detach my rocket hand. And I'm gonna teleport it over here.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to. Can I push it over with the hand?
You absolutely can. Try.
Try. Okay. 18.
Okay. Which one do you want to do? This southern one here?
Yeah, this one here.
Okay. Yeah. So you get it at the very, very top of it, so you get the most kind of gravity to your side. The rocket hand. You see the little boosters working overdrive, and the armor does indeed fall.
Okay. It doesn't fall into the other one by any chance, does it? Causing a domino effect?
No.
Ah, yeah. Okay. So I can. I'm going to. I think I'm just going to cast my megaphone, and I'm going to cast it against this one here. And I don't have a sound clip, but I'm going to blast a battle shout from Dorhon that I had previously recorded.
So before you do that, I maybe
Yeah.
wasn't clear with Seraph who I attacked. It was the one on the right hand side.
That's the one you attacked with Seraph?
Yes.
Yeah, so I
'Cause
want to attack
okay.
this one here. Yeah,
Oh, you want to attack the
that's-
opposite one?
The opposite one, yeah.
Okay.
Why you say it like that?
Because your
No,
megaphone
do
does more
whatever you wanna
damage
do.
against things with missing HP.
Oh, fuck. Well, that's true.
I just thought it was maybe because I didn't maybe clarify who Seraph hit first. That's all. That's why I was checking.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, now I feel like I'm going to be metagaming, so I'm going to attack this one.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. It is
Alright.
going to be a... What is it?
Is it wisdom save?
I'm trying to... Yeah, wisdom save. Yeah, wisdom save.
All right, and your DC's 15.
Yeah.
Okay. So 4. So yeah, roll for full damage.
Okay.
Stupid hound.
Okay, it's 1d8. Or sorry, 2d8s. 2d8s.
Yeah.
So first one will be 6 and 2, so 8.
And that's necrotic damage, right?
Necrotic, yep.
Okay.
I guess I should have rolled with oh no, it's a wisdom instead of throw. Never mind, it's not an
Yeah.
advantage.
So go ahead with your Dorhon sound.
I don't have one. I was just.
Oh, okay.
What out of is mine?
Sonora! The tournament!
The tournament.
Yeah, so yeah, this wave comes out and it kind of like shudders and winces just a little bit, but it doesn't look as hurt as you thought it would be with that attack.
I didn't think it'd be that hurt, so way to assume. And then I'm going to move my stabby hand here,
Okay.
and that'll be it.
Was it your
for-
rocket? It was just your rocket hand, not your stabby hand, right?
Yeah, sorry, my rocket hand. Yeah, it's
Okay.
gonna be right there.
Yeah, we'll just pop one out there so you know where
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay. Yeah, be right there. And that's it for my turn. Oh, I'm actually gonna use my movement
it is.
to, because I got some of that. Let me just see. I'm gonna use my movement 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm actually gonna go right up here.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. Jack, you're up.
Jack's gonna yell for Reen to get closer to Felix, and as she darts off, he too is going to make his way to the center. But as he's running, he's just gonna basically just like swipe his hand from left to right. But as he does it, 3 bolts are gonna shoot out, and they're each gonna target the left hound, then Lord Venmoria, and then the right hound.
Okay, one in each. Okay. Gotcha. Roll for the
Yep.
first one. Let's roll them separate. And so we'll roll for the.
Yes, sir. And then I get advantage, right?
You got it.
All right. So the first one's a 26 to hit,
Okay. That hits.
and the damage on that one is 6 points of damage.
Roger.
For Lord Venmoria, I've got a 16 and a 14.
16 hits.
And he's getting also 6 points of piercing.
Okay, got it.
And then the far right hound, 16 to hit.
Ooh, 16 hits.
And that will be 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And as he's doing that kind of mid-sprint, and he's going to get kind of into the middle, and Reen is going to go. And she's going to get right behind Felix. And that'll be it.
Okay. So as you guys look up Venmoria now, the smile kind of starting to wane from his face as these blood pools kind of still feeding him from behind. You see this almost surge of blood kind of ripple up into his body. You see his hands now kind of reach downwards. It looks like he's pushing towards the ground, and you see this kind of burst almost of blood kind of spray up, and you see him reappear in the back corner. Reapparates now just one of the streams of blood, keeping him aloft on the left hand side. He starts to move his hands around now, and Jak, and Reen, and Felix, you start to feel an intense feeling, almost like a weight coming over you. And 20-foot radius. Sorry, it's my first fight with this guy.
And your last.
So Felix and Jak, if you can roll.
You don't get an attack of opportunity for that?
A 2d8. No, because
I don't think so because he teleported.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So 2d8, both of you.
Seven.
7. Okay, so you take 7 necrotic damage
11.
and 11 necrotic damage for you. So as you guys kind of feel this almost weight, you look down and now this black, looks like liquid, just kind of pulsing and emanating from the ground beneath you, and you just feel this necrotic energy surge up your legs and almost pull your life into the ground. And
Okay.
that will be all for his turn. Whoops, that is not what I was trying to do. Okay, that is his turn. On to the Bloodhounds. So the Bloodhound, Atlas, you look at the Bloodhound, it charges over towards Felix and Reen, and it kind of takes two paws, kind of leans back, and you see this just absolute spray of blood start to go all over Reen and Felix. And if you can roll for Reen a Dex saving throw, and Felix as well, please.
Nice.
Nice.
Didn't mean to be with advantage, so first roll.
Yeah. Perfect.
1 second. I was seeing if she got a +1, which she does. So 17 for Reen.
17. Okay. Okay, so you both make your saves. So you see the spray of toxic blood come over. You can almost see steam coming off this blood as it hits your skin. Felix, try to just dive out of the way. It just catches down your right-hand side. Reen trying to duck. You both take half damage, so 8 necrotic damage each.
Product damage.
The other Bloodhound rushes forwards. And in its cone starts to spray over Reen and Jak. So Reen and Jak, both dexterity saving throws, please.
Uh, 19 for Jak, and Reen gets a +1. And 18 for Reen.
Okay, so you both save. All right, so see what happened before, Jak, and you see the other one rushing at you. You're prepped and ready for this attack, and you dodge out of the way as much as you can. You both take 7 necrotic damage each. And as he finishes his spray, he darts forwards, moving in for his next attack. And Darius, you're up.
Are you muted?
No, I think he just doesn't know what he wants to do.
Oh.
Oh, no,
you're
he is
muted.
muted.
Yeah.
Can I hear ya?
I kind of hear you, Captain.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
the wrong mic.
you're underwater
I think.
now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
So, fuck. Thing that I did. So Darius comes sliding out from the pole, pulls his lute, and he starts playing. And then he's going to cast Shatter at 3rd level.
Okay.
Do that. Submit. Ignore the thing. I'll roll the dice myself.
15 Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
Where are you doing it? On Jak?
No, on Venmoria.
Shatter directly on me. Good heavens! I'm not a chest.
That was.
Oh.
No, but you have a chest.
21 total damage, unless they save, and then it's half.
With
Okay.
the greatest
So
treasure
it was
inside.
20, so he saves.
The egg.
What type of damage? That's thunder. It says thunder.
Thunder damage, I think.
So how much again?
It was 21, so 10, I guess, if you
21.
round down.
Yeah. Yeah, as this goes off and you're confident, oh, yes, I hit the mark. He's going to be wrecked. And he shudders a little bit, but definitely did not look very hurt.
And with that, I will go hide behind the pole again.
Bonus action, cower. All right, Felix, you're up.
Okay. Is this armor actually in my way, blocking all these squares?
No. You can definitely maneuver like almost as if it's straight through it. You are tiny, and he is huge.
Okay.
And unmoving, so he doesn't try to obstruct you.
Okay. These No, you know what? I'm gonna keep running after this guy. So exactly 30 feet away. Run up to him and I'm gonna, after taking that damage, as I'm running towards him, I reactivate. I use another charge, reactivate my defensive field to get some temp HP back.
Okay.
And then I will swing at him again. 21 to hit, or should have been with advantage, sorry, but 21 to hit anyway. I guess I'm really gonna see if I crit.
I think crit. Yeah.
Reen's gonna react as well to give you an extra 4 points of lightning damage.
Okay. So yeah, 21 hits.
So 6 thunder and whatever he said at lightning.
4.
Okay.
Okay.
And then extra attack. 21 to hit again.
Okay.
12 thunder that time.
All right.
So Felix just runs after him. Stop running away from me! And just keeps pummeling him. And that's my action, bonus action, and movement. That's it.
Okay. So each time he connects with these thunder punches, you can see the red viscous that's kind of half coating his body. He just keeps spraying off. You now look at Felix. The front of him is now just caked in blood splatter as he keeps pummeling away at Venmoria. Seraph is up. So she's going to see Jak under attack. Yeah. She's going to steady herself, take aim. And the arrow just misses his mark and flies by. She takes one more shot.
You have advantage.
Oh, right. On both. So, okay. So that one was a miss. 16 hits. Sneak attack. Okay. So for 15. Okay. So the one arrow does hit. Just pierces into the side of it, just lashing out towards Jak. starts hacking away. It's looking pretty rough. Both of the hounds now, you can see like the blood. It's hard to tell what's its own blood and what it's bleeding from, but you can see this pool starting to gather underneath it on the floor. And Seraph charges over towards Darius behind the pillar. And Atlas, you're up.
Okay. It's an action. So I'm going to. That's an action as well. Okay, hold on. Just make sure. It's bonus action. Okay. I'm gonna run up to this pool of blood thingy, like this stone coffer thingy, or what is it? Like it's like a bowl.
It's like a well of blood.
Well of blood.
Yeah.
Okay. And how full is it right now?
Well, it's about maybe a foot from the top. You can't tell how deep it is because of how dark it is, but there's about a foot gap
And then
from the
it's
top
like
of the surface.
the stuff's like shooting out like a tentacle.
Yeah, so the one beside Venmoria now is doing that. The one you're standing beside, as he moved further away, it disconnected and it is not continuing to feed him right now.
Okay. So 5. So I move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5. Do I have enough movement to get to the other one?
From
I
where you
didn't
were
realize
from-
it wasn't connected to him. I thought they were both powering him.
You would have to use your action to dash.
Right. Fuck. That's not what I wanted to do. Give me 1 second.
Yep.
How do you measure? Like, how do you guys do that measuring shit?
There's a little tape measure
Yeah, there's
icon on the
like a
left.
rule.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, ruler, that's it. Not tape measure.
The item you would use to measure something.
Heyo.
Hey. Funny. Okay. Man, that just like messed everything up.
Well, you can move back to where you were and
No, I know, but I just like I had a whole thing planned and didn't realize. What do I do? Yeah, I'm gonna just back to where I was for a second. I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna cast. Yeah, okay. I'm going to cast Beacon of Hope. So I'm gonna choose everyone because I should have. I'll step out here. No, sorry, step over here so I can see everybody. So everyone.
that's concentration, right?
Yeah, it'll
Yeah,
cancel
so-
the Shield of Faith, yeah.
Yeah, it will. Which probably should be ending soon, anyways. Yes. So I will do that. So everyone has advantage on Wisdom and Death saving throws.
Okay.
And then
And we heal for the full amount, don't we?
Yes, correct. So that works for like potions and stuff too.
So that's a 30 feet range.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
That says anyone
Well-
in your that you can see.
within range.
Oh, within range. Fuck. Okay, hold on.
It's
All right.
fine. Just try to get those two because he's not attacking me right now. They're on the front line, so
Okay, so I'm gonna move over to here then. Where does that get me? Is that
Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 25.
so that should get
You would get. You don't have enough movement to get exactly there because this guy would hit you on the way back, unless you want to take opportunity attack from the Bloodhound.
Is it a 30-foot radius?
I don't have. How do I not have enough movement to get there?
No, you do, but you take an opportunity attack. It's up to you if you want to go there or not.
I can't move 5 feet to the left. That would be exactly 30 feet, would it not?
Oh, I thought you were behind. I thought you were over here behind the pillar.
Yeah,
Okay.
is that not okay? All right, hold on. I'm gonna change it anyway. So fuck, that's good. I don't like taking this long. Does that should get me? If I go here, that should get me everything, right? Can you do that little circle thing?
25, 30. Yeah, you're good there.
So who does that get in?
So I'll get Felix, Reen, Jak.
And we'll get Seraph down here.
No, that's almost 60 feet.
What?
It will 25.
Yeah,
there
so
you
that should get everyone, right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I will go there. I'll take the opportunity attack.
Okay.
Crits dies.
Yeah. Fuck.
If you're Wait, are you in a square?
Am I in a square? It's hard because of the map.
Yeah,
like,
the tiles are like.
they don't represent this actual squares.
Yeah. No. You know what? You're not taking an opportunity attack. It's just your token is slightly smaller because I made.
Okay.
So you're within melee of the hound, so there'll be no opportunity attack.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, everybody is now under the beacon.
Okay.
Do you have any special type of release for it?
Yeah. No, I kind of like I rub my 2 gems in my chest. No, I just like look up and it just like I just radiate like a gold aura that just like explodes out, and then everyone just kind of gets like almost like a big breath of air, and then they kind of have like the tingles.
Perfect. So big
Ooh.
wave disc comes out. Perfect. All right. Anything else for you?
Are they taking an opportunity attack?
No.
No, because you're within melee range, so you didn't leave melee range.
Oh, right. Okay. All right. Yeah. So then I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Rocket Scalpel, which is my
Okay.
other arm.
Okay.
Just eject my other arm, and that is going to appear. That's the wrong one. This is the right one. I'm gonna put that right. I'll do it right behind this one here, and
Okay.
it will take its attack.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of this because it's my 3rd one of the game. It's a natural 20.
Okay. Roll for damage.
1d8, right? Fuck, it's been a while.
Been a while.
There we go. Okay. So 7 plus 4, so 12. 11, sorry, 11.
Okay. 11 damage.
A piercing. It just like pops up and just starts going.
About 30 different stabs within the 6 seconds. You see blood constantly squirting out of this, the rear end of this thing. As it's still focused in on your actual body.
That's it. That's it for me. Just a quick little turn for me.
All right. Jak, you're up.
Jack's going to see that Atlas has moved in, and he's gonna tell Atlas to duck down a hair, and he's gonna snap an arrow right up at the one that he's stabbing.
My head just like retracts like a Ninja Turtle into my body.
And then Jack's gonna turn, and he's gonna, with his free hand, he's gonna lift for flavor, he's gonna lift the snout up of this beast, and he's gonna stick his gauntlet like right point blank at it and just shoot it through its jaw. And then he's gonna snap his hand over and launch one at Lord Memorian again.
10, 15. Okay. Okay.
gotta do
So
the
first
first
Just
roll.
because of flavor, I hope you miss on that attack.
We'll see. I have advantage.
Oh, I know. I gave you that advantage.
The first one is 23 to hit.
Okay, that hits. Yeah, roll for damage on that hound.
11 piercing. And then on the second hound,
Okay, hold on. So
Sorry.
as the arrow pierces into the hound, it almost looks like it collapses for a second, then you see this toxic blood mucus liquid just spray all over, and Atlas and Reen both roll a 1d10,
1d10.
and it will be necrotic damage.
Oh, I'm immune to that.
Resistant.
same.
Wait, how come they're rolling the 1d10? Wouldn't you roll that?
For flavor.
Oh, you know,
Flavor.
yeah, totally.
Roll 1d10. Hurt yourself.
Oh,
Too
yeah.
late.
Uh,
I already rolled. It was a 1.
3
So-
on the D10.
So 6 necrotic damage. Thank you, Jay, for pointing that out. So yeah, 6 necrotic to both of you.
All right.
Okay. Well, now I'm concerned because I just rolled a 24 for the second hit.
24.
gone,
The one
isn't
I'm point blanking.
The one that you're grabbing by the neck. Okay,
Oh, right.
roll
Yeah.
for damage.
Excellent. 7 points of piercing, but Reen is going to shoot a lightning bolt as a reaction to make sure it's dead. 4 points of lightning damage.
Okay, so 7 and a 4.
Yep. And then
Alright.
Lord Vemorian. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say.
Oh, I just critted.
The bolt releases in just as Reen kind of lets out that spark. It goes right into its mouth and connects to your arrow as it pierces in, and you can just see the inside of its whole skull just light up as it tries to wince and tries to snap out of your hands. Okay.
That's hot. I just critted, so a 28 and then a 27. I rolled a 20 and a 19 on my Lord Vemorian hits, so you know.
So he can go fuck himself. That's what he said.
I'm built different.
All right. Roll for damage.
So he's gonna take 14 points of piercing damage.
Okay. All right, as you're kind of still holding this thing, shaking from the lightning, and you reach out and you just release it, and it finds its mark, just catches in his shoulder as he's focused down on Felix, and just snaps his face over towards you, Jak. Just lowers the head and kind of grins in your direction. Anything else for you?
Yeah, Jack's gonna give him a nod, and that'll be it.
Good day, sir.
Perfect. Good day to you, sir. All right.
That'll be it.
All right, perfect. So Venmoria, he's kind of like looking over at Jak, just this intense look on his face, and you see this pulse come up from the well behind him, up into his body. He kind of lurches forwards a little bit when it comes up to cover him. And he snaps his head down from Jak to Felix for a second, and he's like, "Not quite yet." And he pushes his hands down, and poof, blood mist appears. Appears down at the southern end of the room. Looks over at Jak. See him moving his hands around. Shoves his hand towards the ground. And I'm afraid to do these things. So Jak, Reen, and Atlas, you see this ball. This looks like a small drop of blood appearing between you, and it starts to twirl and grow, and then you hear these multiple almost explosions, and this toxic blood sprays everywhere. So I need you all to make a dexterity saving throw.
Bro gives me brand new armor, but only makes me do dex saves.
Sorry, did you
Alright,
say
at least
all
I'm
of us?
rolling good on those.
So it's Jak, Reen, and Alice.
Okay.
Jack
not
rolled a
good.
9.
15.
Jack rolled a 19.
Okay, so you both take half damage. You both kind of like, you both see it coming. This buildup was just a second too late. You both kind of like duck down. Atlas, you decompress yourself down as far as possible. Still catch some of the splash. It almost feels like acid burning through you, but it's a red, black liquid. It just kind of sinks into your skin and into your metal. And you both take 16 points of necrotic damage.
16?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yep. Yeah, Jack's not looking great. Reen rolled a natural 20 on her dex save,
Okay.
but
so
I'm assuming she's still like 16.
yeah, that's the saving damage. Yeah.
Reen dissipates from existence.
Okay. So as this toxic blood sprays out, you see Reen almost looks like she just melded into the ground. She is no more. So after this, the bloodhound lurches forward. Jak managed to wrangle itself out of your hands, lurches forward to bite you. Does a 9 hit?
Nope, that's that new armor working.
Yeah, I
So
would have hit
lashes-
otherwise.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, totally.
Lashes out at you, and you kind of just lift your foot up and move it to the left a little, and the bite misses, and you set your foot back down. The bloodhound is not going to move. Okay, Darius, you're up.
Okay, seeing that Jak is currently struggling, I am going to cast Healing Word at 2nd level on him. So,
It's full heal because he still has beacon on him.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I'm just sharing it so he can
Oh,
see.
okay.
So it's going to
Perfect.
be... So 2d4 plus 4, I think, is my thing. 1d4 plus my spellcasting modifier, which is... Actually, it's 7. So 2d4 plus 7 you get.
Your spell modifier
And
7.
there.
I don't think so
It's just
unless you.
charisma. It's just your charisma modifier.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, 4.
There you go.
Oh,
That's better.
It says spell attack bonus here. I thought that was my modifier.
Darius with 24 charisma somehow.
Rocking it. All right.
So
Told
that's-
you, I'm very charismatic.
So,
Okay,
12?
so when he gets back, so he gets 8 plus 12 health back, and then I am going to cast Vicious Mockery, and hold on, I got some things I wrote down.
12 healing for
Yeah,
you,
going down.
Jak.
Oh, lovely.
So I'm gonna turn and look at Venmoria, and I'm gonna say your experiments only prove one thing: you can't fix ugly. And then I'm gonna go and hide. And that will be, I think it's 2d4s now. Yeah, 2d4. So
What's the save on it? What type?
Here, I'll share it for you in chat.
Wisdom saving throw? Excellent. 17. So he saves.
Okay, so he saves. I don't think he takes any damage, right? If he
No.
saves.
Correct.
That fucking sucks because I rolled 4 and 4.
The worst.
So he just doesn't even look at
Yeah.
you. Doesn't pay your insult any mind.
Jak, I don't know if you heard, but you get 12 health back.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else for you, Darius?
I did my bonus action, my action, and I hid, so no, I'm good.
Okay, Felix, you're up.
All right. Are these like wells still feeding into Venmoria?
So as soon as he bamfed down to the south, the one that was connected to him kind of dissipated, and the wells are just slowly moving. There's no connection currently to him and the wells.
Okay.
Do we notice any difference in him, like now that he's not connected to them, like physically?
As soon as he reappeared, he's now on the ground. He's not floating.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm gonna try something. I don't know if it's gonna work, but
Okay. I'm gonna.
oh, never mind. No, I'm not.
Let's see. Just thought of something.
Smash that well.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
I was
gonna.
gonna put tiny head over one, but it's a 1 minute casting time.
He's just like, keep him busy, guys.
All right, trying to. So, as he teleports away this time, and I kind of try to gather my thoughts of what's been happening so far, and seeing that he's been using these wells to do different things. I'm gonna, instead of just blindly chasing after him, I'm finally just gonna turn and look at this well as maybe some kind of source of his power, and I'm gonna remember the upgrade that I applied before we came into this mansion, and Felix raises his right gauntlet and snaps his fingers, and you just see these crackling lightning bolts spark off of his gauntlet as he activates his runic lightning ore infusion.
Nice.
And then he's gonna wind back, and I'm gonna punch this well that's right in front of me with the thunder gauntlets.
Okay.
17 to hit.
Okay, go ahead and roll for damage.
It's 13 thunder and 2 lightning.
Okay, perfect. So you guys watch this as he kind of concentrates. You see him close his eyes, and he just thrusts forwards. And you see almost a second where the gauntlet collides with the side of the well. And after a split second, the stone and concrete, they're holding it together, just flies apart, and the blood starts to pour out onto the ground. This slow, viscous liquid. And as it starts to escape from the well, it starts to turn black and just recede into the well, and it all changes color and is now unmoving.
Dope.
Okay, I'm going to with that, I'm going to turn and run. So with these boots that I have, this pool is like 40 feet away from me, but can I, so I can run 30 feet, but can I actually, I guess not. That doesn't really work. Never mind. I was gonna say, can I jump the rest of the distance, but I realized that actually doesn't work. Rules is written. So
Yeah, it's still the same distance.
yeah. Okay, so how far is? All right, so with that thing shattered, then I'm gonna run towards this other hound that is still alive, and
Okay.
I'm gonna make a swing with my extra attack with advantage against the fairy fire target.
Okay.
– 19 to hit.
That does indeed hit.
So it takes 12 thunder and 1 lightning damage.
All right. So as you run up and you collide, your fist collides with this thing, you feel the impact of it almost collecting around your fist, and then it explodes. And 1d10 for Jak and yourself. Oh, that's me. Again. You both take 8 necrotic damage.
All right. Oh, so the purple wards on Felix's armor fades again as he loses the temporary protection of his defensive field. But as the thing shatters, I've got a little bit more movement. I'm just gonna move, making my way towards this well here, and that's everything. That's my turn.
Good job.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, the Venmoria you can see glancing over at the well being destroyed. He's a grimace and seeing you just rush over in a flash and completely destroy his other minion. This look of fierce anger and hatred coming across his face. Darius, can you roll a perception check, please? And Jak as well, actually.
And Atlas.
No.
Perception. That's a
24.
20.
24. And what'd you get, Darius?
20.
Okay.
30.
So as the battle's going, you see Felix just completely destroy this last hound. You hear, "Master, we're on our way," echoing from the open doorway to your south. So Seraph has a decision to make. So she...
Atlas just yells at Seraph.
Attack him! He's disconnected!
She is going to... Okay. 5, 10. She's going to come out to the side here. After seeing Felix destroy the other well, she pulls back her bow. She kind of... You see her pull out... It looks like a different type of arrow, and you see her pull it on the bow, and in one swift motion, you see like a crackling at the end of her bow, and she takes aim and fires. Two successive shots. Okay, perfect. So you see the first shot, as she lets it go, you see something flying and something with a little flicker in the back. And the second shot immediately comes in, pierces the back of it, and then poof, this explosion of dynamite just blows up the side of the well as the blood starts to pour out, and then just starts to turn into black and almost start to crack. And the well's now moving in that side. She runs behind the pillar, and she bonus action hides. Very well.
She's invisible.
Atlas, you're up.
Okay. Well, I hate Seraph.
Jak probably could use some healing, just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. So can I.
Jack's feeling the pain.
All right. I'm going to come down. I'm gonna go here. I can't. Oh, that's fine. I'm going to cast healing on myself. I'm gonna cast Repair Protocol, which gives me 1d8 plus
I
my.
think that's your weakest healing.
Sorry?
I think that's your weakest healing one.
Well, it's a bonus action. That's why.
Oh, because it's a cantrip.
Yeah. So 1d8 plus 3. So 11. And then I'm going to cast on Jak. I'll cast Cure Wounds on him at level 2.
It's all max healing, right?
Yeah.
You've got the-
So it'll be 22 points of healing.
Good night.
Oof. Nice.
Oh, Jack's back.
I can hope so. And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to go to these eyes are still glowing here, right?
No, it's only the 6 that were on the the line that were glowing.
Okay.
These ones at the south were not.
Okay. All right. Can I get? I'll get to these ones that aren't glowing then.
Those
Okay.
ones are all. Oh yeah.
The ones that are on the ground.
Right. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
yep.
fine. And that would be so. Commanding my scalpels, I can still move it. It's just not. I can't attack with it, right?
I think it's a bonus action to move it as well.
Oh, is
If
it?
I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Because it's not its own entity. You have to actually kind of like tell it what to do.
Okay, then that will be it for my turn.
All righty. So Atlas can trundles off over beside Darius, unleashing his healing abilities. Jak feeling refreshed, kind of shakes his head a little bit. You see him kind of like roll his shoulders. Jak, you're up.
I'm just gonna shout to Darius like,
Darius, what? Are you okay? What do we do?
Kill him.
Jack's gonna turn to Lord Venmorian, and he's gonna kind of throw his left arm down to the ground as he, or to his side as he stands like pretty aggressive stature at him, and he's going to advance towards him as he fires off all 3 shots directly at Lord Venmorian.
Okay.
Never back down, never what? Let's see. That is a 22 to hit, or 23 to hit for the first one.
Okay, that hits.
That is 6 points of piercing. Our next attack is a 25 to hit
Okay. Hits.
with 4 points of piercing.
Roger.
And my last attack is a 14 to hit.
Which misses.
Well, I'm going to roll damage to see what I would have got, and it's pathetic. So we're good.
Those are all with
Yeah.
advantage?
Do what?
Those are all with advantage, yeah?
Yeah, I rolled a 13 and a 14 on my last roll.
All right, Roger. All right, so these bolts finding their mark. Venmoria just kind of wincing, turns his head down towards you. He does not look happy. You can see now that he's not being fed by the wells. You can see now the damage being sustained by his body. The right-hand side of his body now, there's a gaping gash right down the right-hand side. There's blood going down his leg. His left arm is hanging a little bit limp. He looks very hurt.
Jack's gonna grin at him and go, "Oh, you can't run to your wells for help."
Little baby.
All right. Comes around to Lord Venmorian. He doesn't move. He just lowers his head a little bit and stares directly at Jak. I can finish you without my wells. And you see he pulls his hand against his other hand and pulls back the blood that's pouring out of his arm, almost pulling it out like a piece of material from him, and whoosh, just whips it right towards you. And at level 3.
Uh-oh.
Good, damn it! 13.
To
I'm
hit?
assuming that misses, yeah.
Yeah, that misses.
Come on, Venmoria, keep your head on your ass.
You're getting crap talked by a 17-year-old kid.
He looks around as he sees you just kind of dodge, move your head out of the way, and you see this kind of blood arrow just go flying past you with a look of frustration on his face. And he shoves his hand down into the ground, and you see him reappear in the back corner of the room. He's just kind of like, he's trying to gather himself. He's kind of leaning him down and panting now. Clearly heavily weakened. Darius, you're up.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I see him? Can I see him? Can I reach him? Let's find out.
You can see him.
I know, but I don't know if I can. Hell yeah, I can. All right. So yet again, Darius is going to pull out his loot and play.
That's so loud.
Yeah.
What?
He plays ear rape.
Oh my god. That was brutal.
If
Bro,
it's for the spell, okay.
He also uses megaphone.
Yeah, right?
We all failed wisdom saving throws there.
No doubt.
Oh god, I killed the whole party.
Constitution. So 15, so he
14.
saves.
Fuck.
Right on the
So he
15.
takes 7 damage.
7, okay. Again, that's thunder, right?
Yep.
Okay, your shatter spell goes off. He kind of winces towards it. Doesn't look very affected.
Can I do that as a bonus action? No, I can't. Okay. Does anybody look hurt?
As you scan the room, Jak looks pretty
Everyone.
healthy. Atlas is kind of like a little bit of his arms kind of like hanging off a little. Seraph, you see her peeking around the corner, looks very luscious and healthy.
Yeah. Okay.
Felix
I will
has a large
cast
wrench on his
Ward.
face.
Oh wait, no, I can't because I already cast a spell. Okay, never mind. No, I'm done.
Okay. All right. So as you you cast this spell, you hear this go off, this booming sound coming from the corner. Venmoria wincing. You all see now 2 figures enter the room that you've seen before on the beach. Well, Master, why didn't you ask for help earlier? And you see,
Oh, we should kill these guys on the beach.
you should have waited the round to see if they were coming along. Seraph immediately yelling out, Armin, no, help us. And he stands there and you see him flick his 2 hands, the flames alight, looking out towards the group, and this hulking orc with 2 battle axes just standing beside. He's just kind of heaving up and down with these heavy breaths that he's taking.
I got this
I
guy.
knew they were coming.
And Felix, it is your turn.
Okay. Is Orc Man holding his axes?
He's holding them down by his side. Yeah, he's like holding them
Yeah,
low.
don't attack them. Focus on Venmoria.
I can't reach from Moria. It's 400 miles away.
Don't you have
Actually,
super speed
98.
boots? Come
Do we
on,
have that
Flash, let's go.
tracking eyeglass that Jak had
What?
earlier.
All the boots do is make me as fast as a medium-sized race. So no.
Yeah, they're more jumpy than they are running.
You could dash.
And you yell at them.
Okay, well, I guess Jay's playing my character now, so just ask him what I do on my turn.
This is Darius talking to you, telling you not to attack them.
You don't have a sex. Yeah, no, you can have a conversation during a fight.
I can yell things out. He can still do what he wants.
Memoria casts silence.
And I'm useless now.
Literally.
Forlock Jr.
Yeah, no, let's move there. Okay, I'm gonna look to the orc, and I'm going to hold up my left gauntlet, and you just see this like almost imperceptible like wave of heat radiating out from the gauntlet towards his axe. I guess I'm going to cast heat metal.
Okay.
He's got to roll a con save.
11.
Okay, so he fails. He takes 7 fire damage,
Okay.
and he drops the one in his right hand, the main hand
Okay.
axe.
All right.
As it glows red, like superheated.
All right. Do you see it start to heat up and almost gets like white in color? And he throws it on the ground, just looks at his hand, and he just lets it roar, yelling towards you.
Okay, and I'm going to use my bonus action to do my last charge of defensive field for 10 hit points, and that will be my turn.
Okay. So you see this hulking behemoth roaring at you, and he takes a charge as he runs over. Charges over right towards you. Moves his one axe into his other hand and takes a swing with the knee breaker. 10 does not hit,
Correct.
and 14 does not hit.
Correct.
So he just
I'm just dodging, jumping.
they're just slashing wildly, a little huge and powerful. The move's so slow you can just easily evade them. And you see the anger in his face. He just stomps his foot down one more time, lets out a roar, and tries one more time with a second wind. 15?
No, I have 16 armor class.
Yeah. So again, swinging, Felix jumping over the axe, almost looks like he kind of like bounces on top of it and off it and lands again. As this British orc just lets out another roar. And that is Kurdan's turn. As Kurdan's doing these swings, completely enraged. Armand kind of looking over. Armand kind of still surveying the battlefield. Kurdan, perhaps wait for a moment.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's really, Darius doesn't go until after literally everybody else goes now. The whole battlefield's gonna change.
Zero plans. So Seraph. Looks over at the orc. She comes out of cover a little bit, and you see her mutter a few words and wave her fingers and kind of push almost towards him. And he makes a saving throw. And makes it. So yeah, so you see him still enraged. He kind of just shakes off whatever Seraph is trying to do. And Seraph runs down, uses the rest of her movement to get in front of Atlas. Stay behind me! And kind of like gestures to cover you. And that's all Seraph can do right now. Atlas, you're up.
Okay.
I move
just
out
looked
from
shocked
behind her.
That people came out from the thing, and I'm just like, oh no. Is there any? So where the pieces of Dorhon that are on the ground? Like,
Yeah.
Is there any like remnants of him?
There is basically just skin and blood.
Skin and blood, no like bone or anything.
No. Ask Luke why, he knows.
Why, Luke?
What?
Oh,
Why
sorry.
he turned
I
to
thought
skin
you.
and
I
bone?
thought you read that. My apologies. I thought you said you read the whole book.
The whole book?
It's all good. It's all good. My apologies. I take it back. I thought you
Alright.
read.
All right. Okay, I'm going to. I'm gonna try something fucking wild.
Let's do it. I love wild.
Let's do it.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my rocket hand and I'm gonna pick up a piece of Dorhon.
Okay.
A piece of his skin and blood.
Piece of skin.
Yeah.
Okay. Easily
Yeah.
done. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm
He
gonna
doesn't resist.
I'm gonna zoom it over to the glowing orb thingy, and I'm gonna throw it in.
Atlas, stop. Stop.
So the orb's not there anymore. Seraph exploded it with her arrow.
She exploded it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what freed us from
Yo,
the.
fuck this chick, man. She's just fucking everything up for me.
Yeah. How dare she
Oh,
free you?
God. Fucking loser. Get
Yeah,
out
right.
of here, Seraph. I'm gonna attack Seraph.
Okay.
Right from behind. Stay behind me, Atlas. Oh, I will.
Let me check that eye. I want to check your
I
reactions.
just reread that book.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah. I will move my rocket scalpel over to dipshit down here.
What's the movement on that? It's 30, right?
Far. I thought it was farther than that.
I think you can summon at 60, but it moves 30.
Okay. Like, what is this?
What?
It should be enough movement to attack Seraph.
It's 60 feet.
Oh, it is 60 feet. It is 60 feet. My bad. It's summoned 30,
God.
move 60.
Jesus.
All right.
I can't wait after to tell you all the things I was gonna do until everyone messed it all up.
Everybody should have stayed still and did nothing for the whole
No,
round.
just like every round, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and this will do this, and then
Yeah.
someone does something. You're like, all right, well,
It's been this entire campaign for
Yeah.
me.
It's so many, there's so many chess pieces, right? All right, go ahead.
yeah, I will roll to attack. Who we're attacking? 16 plus stuff.
What's the
Oh,
stuff?
it's advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 16 plus 7, so 23.
Okay, that hits.
Cool. So that is gonna be 1d8. So 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to who's hurt? I'll probably cast some healing on Felix.
Gurdan took some damage.
Pardon?
Gurdan took some damage.
Oh, did he? That's a giant orc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who needs healing? I'm just
Heal him as a measure of good face.
Yeah. So you will get 2d8. Sorry, 2d4. So 8 plus my 4. So 12 healing.
Plus your additional 4.
No, just that is it.
Okay.
So that's to Felix, by the way.
Yeah, Felix.
Got it?
Okay, sorry, how much am I healing again?
12.
12. Perfect. Excellent.
Okay, and
Basically
then
full.
after that, I'm just gonna, yeah, I guess that's it. I'm gonna move around here. I'm gonna get behind this thing here. And cry.
Okay. Sounds good.
That's it for me.
Seraph takes an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Okay, Jack, go ahead.
I welcome it.
Jack's keeping a line of fire down, and he's just launching every bolt he can at this guy.
Okay.
First one is a 20 to hit.
So as you let the bow loose, you see him kind of bent over. He kind of like reeling from the attack from the scalpel, and You see this flash of arcane energy, and your arrow just ping flies off to the side, misses.
All right. Well, Jack's launched all 3. So.
Yep.
Yep.
What's the second one and the third one?
That is an 18 on the die plus 8, 26.
Okay, so that one hits.
11 points of piercing.
Okay.
And my last one's a 27 to hit.
Okay, that one hits.
With 4 points of piercing.
How do you want to do this?
Ooh.
The first one, it passes through, it phases through him, so he readjusts and he hits him center mass, and it sticks, so he kind of lets out a little grin, like, all right, I can still hit him. And then he puts another one, and it's going to hit him straight in the nose, right through his face.
All right. So as you're doing this, you're just charging towards him, and as the second one kind of like makes him stagger, the third one, you just jump up and land on him as it just pierces right through his face, unmoving, blood pouring out the back of his head, and Lord Venmoria is no more.
And as he falls, Jack's gonna go, "That was fun. Thank you." Cringy teenager talk.
Yeah, I'm an edgelord.
So you see Kurdan's kind of like still standing with his one axe looking around what happens. You see Armin's kind of like with his hands on fire, and he kind of looks over to Seraph. He's like, "Do you think that's it?" And Seraph reaches up, and you see her take out this kind of knife thing. The kind of the break that you've seen before within her collar. She puts it in and she closes her eyes. She mumbles something, and she takes the collar off and sets it down. And you just see her. She kind of bows her head, and you just sigh of relief. I think we're free now. Kurdan, perhaps put your axe down, my friend. And Kurdan's still like, he's just heaving up and down, just staring at Felix, just gritting his teeth. But he slowly just backs up, puts his hand down. And you see Kurdan, or Armin just let his hands extinguish and lay them down.
I'm gonna look at the orc and just put a hand out and just be like, "Easy, big guy," and I will cast Healing Word at level 1, just to ease that little bit of pain that he took.
Okay.
It's like a burn bomb. Some aloe vera.
So he takes 8 healing.
8. Okay, perfect. He almost winces, like expecting
And
some sort of. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll say Jack's gonna make his way back, and as he does, he's gonna recast Reen to appear.
Okay. Yeah, so as he casts the heal, he almost like winces as if he's expecting some sort of damage, and you just kind of see that little glow happen as the damage that was done kind of heals over. And he looks unsure, but he backs up beside Armin and picks his axe up, and was like, "I think this is perhaps where we make our exit. Let's go, Kurdan." And they start to exit the room. You're all now left in the throne room with your friend Dorhon, now gone, Lord Venmoria, dead in the corner. Battle.
Is there any loot on him?
Roll an investigation.
It's a mimic.
Investigation. I think that's a 15.
So on him, you find
18. Sorry.
18. Okay, even better. So you find the most interesting thing really is this series of rings and chains that he had going all down his hand. And also you find some strange, two of these strange stones are kind of like oval shaped with runic symbols on them.
Take it.
Okay.
Felix just kind of looks kind of exhausted as the adrenaline fades from his body. And he just kind of slumps a bit and just turns and starts walking towards the remains of Dorhon. And as he's walking, he puts his arms out, and the suit removes from him and just reassembles on the floor beside him. Felix just walks up in his clothes and just kind of drops to his knees in front of the remains of Dorhon and just slumps his head.
I'm sorry for
When
the
I hear
loss
his
of your
armor
friend.
drop off, I'm going to turn and look and start heading towards him.
Okay. Seraph just kind of kneels down, put her hand on her shoulder. I'm sorry for your loss. However, that was not your friend. Your friend, he must have died on the beach. I must go check on Jonas. Seraph moves towards the exit.
Wait. And I pull out the sending stone. I think I have it.
Felix has it.
Let me double check. Okay. We have a sending stone. You could call her right now.
I don't think I have it. I think I gave it away a long time ago.
No, remember you like wasted it? You had it and then pretended to use it and tried to get Dorhon, tried to take it.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, it's you and
I
Jonas
didn't
that
have
has
my
it.
inventory. Okay.
Yeah, we gave it to Dorhon.
While everyone's doing this, I'm casting Prayer of Healing on everyone.
Okay.
So just-
Move you over there. I want to remove Akala immediately. If we're free, then I need to be relieved immediately. I need to see her.
That's fair. Thank you for your help.
Of course. I'll meet you at the inn. And she runs out.
Everyone gets 27 health.
I didn't get hit once. In
I
that
heal
fight.
for one of that.
I'll remember that. I'm marking that down for next fight.
Yeah, do it. Because I'm surprised he
just
didn't
use all
come
the-
after me.
We get temporary hit points, right, for all the excess?
yeah, totally.
That's how that works. All right, so as you guys are, kind of reeling after the battle, Darius kind of like lifting everybody up and trying to make sure everybody is as healthy as he is. We will leave it there for the night. Congratulations,
All right.
guys. You finally defeated Lord Venmoria.
Oh, wait. Let's do one thing before we go.
If you say mine or Watery Palace, I'm just...
No. Let's all gather around Dorhon's skin.
I don't know if I
You want me
like
to cast a
this.
tiny hut on top of it so it can be like
Everyone.
the middle piece of the tiny hut?
Everyone, can we?
It's very disrespectful.
Is everyone
Yeah,
around his
you know.
skin?
I mean, Felix is
Can you get
slumped over
Reed
there,
back up
so
here?
I'm going to cast Channel Conscience.
Okay. There's
I don't know.
no, there's no effect.
Ah,
Oh, come on. It would have been a gentle, nice moment.
I know, but it's not.
Venmoria technically took his brain. Took everything inside and just left.
Yeah, but does he not
Dorhon's
did he
been-
never have a spirit? or it
Dorhon's
just
been
brings
dead
the
for a
spirit
while.
back?
The blood.
Okay.
Well, no, it says so. In the book, Jack's gonna read you the description. True soul polymorph. You choose one creature you can see and transform into it. The flesh of the subject peels off the bones and reassembles around the target of the spell. All the memory, skills, and essences of the subject soul is transferred to the target. So we actually never met the real. We met him at I guess him, but it was actually never him. It was always Lord Venmorian. So yeah, we were
You knew this the whole
we were writing
time?
in.
You kept
No, I
Tell
knew
us
this
this!
after Colin reminded me that I have the book.
Yeah,
that
I'm not
told me
talking to
that.
you. I'm yelling at Jack because you did read the book.
Okay. Well, then
He
I
cut
will
out.
have a
He
nice
cut out that
moment
whole time.
where everyone gets to ask Dorhon one final question.
Yeah. You would
Okay,
have to.
well.
Yeah, you would have to find his original. Original
So
body.
that was never his body or anything?
From him explaining the spell, it was his outer flesh, soul, essence. And Venmoria was explaining that his ritual didn't complete. As you guys were waking up, it was interrupted. So he was not in control. It was repeated attempts to try and take control.
Right. That was his headaches. But if
Which
it was
went
his
away when he
body-
was fully healed. But then you guys undid it. And so,
Unhealed him.
so he was able to try and keep taking him back again. But if Luke reads the book, there's a 7-day limit on the spell. So today he was going to fall apart anyway. Which is why he
Alright.
was acting so different and strange. And
Interesting.
yeah, great job, guys.
Yeah.
Great job.
All right.
Good level
Level
up,
six?
level 6. Yay!
You can all, those that are returning, level to 6. All right, guys. Yeah, let's wrap it up there. It is super late. Ryan, we'll see you back at some stage for some little pop-ins, I'm sure. Some little
Yeah.
bonus games, etc.
Thanks, Felix.
God bless.
Mr. Tinkerspark.
I stabbed Felix in the eye.
No.
All right, guys.
You
thanks
have
so
to
much.
at least join the beginning of our next session so you can like have a proper exit.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll
Yeah.
see when
Yeah.
this schedules
Yeah,
and stuff for sure.
I'm not gonna be. I'm
You're
leaving
aren't
for
you?
Japan next week, and then.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have internet.
Oh yeah, okay, never mind.
I mean, they do, but I'm not getting up. I'm not gonna be playing
It's
like.
not gonna be up at 7
Can you
o'clock in the
imagine?
morning.
Yeah. That's dedication.
Yeah, I come back. I actually come back on the 10th, but I'm not playing that day for sure.
Yeah.
So.
No doubt. Yeah.
Okay.
All good.
All right.
All right. Thanks so much, guys. Appreciate
All right,
you
good
guys
night.
being
Thank you.
great players, and we'll see you whenever the next session is.
All right. Thanks,
Um,
guys.
Yeah, take it easy. Guys,
Been fun.
those of you who are watching, we'll be back next
Have a
week.
good trip.
Yeah. Have a
Thanks.
good trip, Felix. Next week we'll be playing Chains, our kind of side campaign exists within the same world. So we'll be back here next Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. EST. Check it out, and we'll see you then. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy.
Do it.
Bound by honor, lost in time, the Atlads march towards the line. Oh, oh, ride the storm, sail the tide.